station of Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are San Diego.
The Padres have traveled to the Arizona desert for a weekend series. The former Arizona Diamondback, Andy Green, brings his team in for 3. Game 1 is next on Fox Sports San Diego. Will Myers back in the Padres starting lineup after missing the last 3 with a stiff forearm, but he's back in tonight. A good sign. He likes hitting here at Chase Field. Good pitching matchup tonight as Robbie Ray will be matched up against Christian Friedrich. Robbie Ray 0-3 in his career against the Padres, and Christian Friedrich a 1.69 ERA against Arizona. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres baseball. Well, it's been frustrating for the Padres. The record is not good, but they've been in seemingly every game so far this year, and you look at the numbers, they have.
Andy Green has said, one play, one pitch. Well, that's the difference between the good teams and the teams that are in last place or towards the bottom in the standings. That makes the big difference. Now, Padres 7-12 in one-run games. That's 19 this season. You know who's first? The Philadelphia Phillies are 14-4 in one-run games. It comes down to one play, one pitch, one fill in the blank, whatever it is. But that's the difference between a good team and a team that's playing poorly. That's going to be the difference in a one-run game. They've got to have the timely hitting. The relievers got to come in and leave those inherited runners out there. That's the difference in the one-run games.
Well, in spring training, there was so much talk about the much-improved Arizona Diamondbacks. They had high hopes. Not off to a good start, and either is their starting rotation.
Well, the last 3 for the starters have been really, really bad news. When you talk about ERAs, how about this? The last 3 games, 9, 0-3. Opponents hitting .338. And then this season, the NL rankings, 13th, tied for first in home runs allowed. When you've got guys like Shelby, De La Rosa, those guys are now in the DL, so it's been a shuttle back and forth. Who's going to pick up the slack and try to turn these numbers around? I tell you, timing's everything, Don. When the Padres play the Diamondbacks tonight, it's about time to make some hay tonight and score some runs early, get into that bullpen.
They are opening the roof here at Chase Field. It's game 1 of a 3-game series between the Padres and the Diamondbacks. This is where it all started for Andy Green. Julie Alexandria will talk about it when we return to Arizona right after this. Baseball, brought to you by Infinity. Visit your local San Diego area Infinity retailer for a test drive today. By Petco, your complete pet store. And by Jerome's Furniture, where Jerry's price is the lowest price every day.
Well, what's old is new again. Say hello to my little friend. For Padres manager Andy Green as he makes his way back here to Phoenix, Arizona for the first time as a Major League manager. A lot of good memories here as we are making them right now. As you can see, this is what he had to say about it before the game.
It's always good to be back in Phoenix. I had a lot of good relationships here, a lot of good friendships, lived here for a long time, and always loved being back in the Valley. Obviously, it's different being in this dugout, something I've never done before. Even when I was with the Mets, never came back here. So it's my first time in the visitors' dugout. It's a different perspective, but it's still a great place.
For Andy, he said this place will always hold a very special place in his heart, but once the ball game starts, it's all about winning that game. Well, when we come back, the Padres taking on the Diamondbacks. It's the battle of the Southpaws. Lefty-lefty matchup.
San Diego Padres, and they go head-to-head for the first time here tonight. A two-run home run for Tomas. Cashner rigs him up. Play it out, make the grab. The spectacular catch. That ball is gone. Home run from Matt Kemp. Melvin Upton Jr. takes it out of the yard. Padres and Diamondbacks and Andy Green back in the house here at Chase Field, someplace that he is extremely comfortable, both as a player and a former coach. And back here tonight to take on a Diamondbacks team the Padres hoping to take advantage of as we check out the Padres starting nine, brought to you by Toyota. John Jay in center field. Will Myers back in there at first base with Matt Kemp in right. Jan Hervis Solarte at second base with Melvin Upton Jr. in left. Brett Wallace at third base bats sixth. Derek Norris does the catching. Alexei Ramirez at shortstop bats eighth, and Christian Friedrich, the pitcher, batting out of the 9 spot.
And 24-year-old Robbie Ray, the left-hander, hard-throwing left-hander for the Diamondbacks. He's got the two-seamer, the four-seamer, the slider, the changeup, and the curveball. But a couple of factors. Fastball command can be very erratic. Also with that slider, very erratic as well. So will the Padres take some walks, come up with a big hit? But a big key, it's worth mentioning again, get into that bullpen of the Diamondbacks.
Now behind him defensively for the Diamondbacks, Ricky Weeks Jr. in left field, Chris Owings in center, Yasmani Tomas in right field, third to first around the infield, Brandon Drury at third base with Nick Ahmed at shortstop, Gene Segura at second with Paul Goldschmidt at first base, and it is Wellington Castillo doing the catching for Robbie Ray. John Jay about to lead it off here for the Padres.
Well, Don, with the panels open, the roof is open. Very nice environs here. 89 degrees and fair. Not a cloud in the sky. A comfortable night here in downtown Phoenix, Copper Square, they call it.
John Jay standing in, and boy, a much different feel here as first pitch of the ball game is going to miss for ball one. Swing and a miss by Jay. .273, 2 homers and 15 runs batted in, as this one is fouled off down the third base line.
You know, Don, this place has been the house of horrors for the San Diego Padres ever since it's been built. Okay, since the Diamondbacks have been a franchise. 57 and 101.
Wow.
The Padres here at Chase Field. Why? It's a conundrum.
I've done a lot of games here over the years, but I've never done a game with the roof open. This is a first for me right now. Yep.
It's a great feel. I love it when the roof is open.
Totally different feel. Ground ball, base hit into right field, just out of the reach of Segura, and a good start here for the Padres in the first inning. John Jay aboard with a base hit.
Quickly get Robbie Ray into the stretch, and with this pitch here, there goes the no-hitter. Base hit to right field, hit sharply. See if they can bring John Jay around.
Now leadoff single to start things here in the first inning brings up Will Myers. Myers at .262, 7 homers and 20 runs batted in. Myers back in the lineup tonight for the Padres. Stiff forearm the last couple of days, keeping him out of the lineup. Got 3 straight days off in a row. Of course, the team with the scheduled off day yesterday, and taking advantage of that was Andy Green, going back-to-back days off with Myers into the off day yesterday. He was 0 for 3 in the series against the Giants. It was just the first game of that series. The Padres would like to get to Robbie Ray and get into that bullpen as quickly as they can for Arizona. Both the starters and the pen struggling for the Diamondbacks.
Kind of wishy-washy also for Robbie Ray. 4 innings here, 3 innings there, 7 innings, 5 innings. You never know really what you're going to get. It's been kind of like a box of chocolates lately.
Inside, and it's now 2-1. 2-3 the record, a 4.18 earned run average. 10th start of the year for the left-hander.
This fastball anywhere from 90 to 97. He averages about 93. Trying to pound Myers in.
Tough numbers against the Padres in his career. 0-3 with a 4.96 earned run average. See Matt Kemp waiting on deck here as Padres bat in the top of the first inning. Padres have lost 4 in a row. They swept by the Giants in San Francisco to begin this 3-city tour. 3-1 pitch is ball 4, and Myers got himself a walk. First 2 have reached here for the Padres. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
Well, a view from out by the swimming pool, and one thing is chase Ray early. See where I'm going there? Chase Field.
I get it.
Chase
Good
Ray.
stuff, yeah.
Get him out of there, get into the bullpen. We talked about that in our pregame show, and don't let Goldschmidt beat you. We heard Steve Finley, Mike Pomerantz in the pregame show. Hey, he's not swinging the bat well. Why even try to wake him up? Kind of, if he can beat you, just pitch around him.
You get the feeling that's what a lot of teams are doing. I mean, you take a look at this lineup, and the one guy you're not going to let beat you is Paul Goldschmidt, and nobody is. Seems like they're pitching around him. He is walking quite a bit more walks than hits right now for him.
And he is in some type of a funk right now, so we're going to have to watch and see how the Padre pitcher is going to pitch to Paul Goldschmidt.
Well, Matt Kemp bats with 2 on, nobody out. He'll take the strike right at the bottom of the zone. Robbie Ray operating at 94 miles an hour.
I like hard-throwing lefties. You don't see it too often.
No, you don't. See a lot of crafty lefties.
Yeah.
Diamondbacks at double play depth with nobody out. And there's another strike right on that outside corner. Fastball again.
You know, that's honestly a question that is tough to answer, and I really don't have a stock answer for you. Why aren't there more hard-throwing left-handed pitchers? David Price throws pretty relatively hard, doesn't he?
Yes. Of course, you think of the former Diamondback and Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson. Yeah.
Andrew Miller, who's closing games for the Yankees. This is going to miss. Not now. Chapman there now, but umpire crew tonight. Brian Knight has a plate. Todd Tichenor at first base. Bill Miller, the crew chief, at second. And Tony Randazzo, the umpire, at third.
Well, the Diamondbacks, Don mentioned it earlier, not playing good baseball lately either. They were swept by the Pirates. They were outscored 25-8. The Diamondbacks were in that sweep by the Buccos.
1-2. And Kemp will strike out. Well, healthy diet of fastballs here from Robbie Ray, and a 94-mile-an-hour fastball kind of running away, and he needed that strikeout and got it.
Yeah, down and away to Matt Kemp. It's almost as if Ray was saying, hey, I'm going to challenge you with the heater. Let's see if you can hit it.
So one down, first and second, brings up Yangervis Solarte. 273 with a home run, 7 runs batted in for Solarte, and batting in the cleanup spot right now for the Padres. And his first home run of the season on Wednesday in San Francisco, 2-run shot. Top of the 8th inning, which at the time tied the score 3-3 against the Giants. This was the home run, his first of the year, coming off the DL and getting this done.
Great looking swing from the right side. Obviously more at-bats from the left side, but still, that was a good sign. Talk about building some confidence from that side of the box for Yangervis Solarte, you bet. Hey, and in this ballpark, you don't have to overswing, especially with the panels open, roof is open, foul pole to foul pole. You stay on it, put some good wood on it, send it out of here.
First and second, one down here in the first inning. Padres trying to jump on the board first. And a snap throw to first, and back safely is Myers. Goldschmidt had to reach back because he did. Myers was able to get back in.
Well, Castillo has the front door open right there with the right-handed batter Solarte, so doesn't have to worry about throwing behind the hitter. And closer than it looked, huh?
Pretty close. Solarte ahead here 2-0. And now 3-0. Padres been pretty patient so far with Ray. And the Diamondbacks coming in 21-28. They are 9 games back of the Giants. Lost 3 straight. At home they are 7-17. 3-0 pitch. And taking is Solarte for strike 1. Melvin Upton Jr. waiting on deck as the Padres bat here in the top of the first inning. Fly ball to right field. Incoming is Tomas. And he'll make the catch. Staying at second base is Jay. Relatively shallow right for the second out. Well, the home road splits for the Diamondbacks this year. 7-17 at home. On the road, they have a winning record.
And the ERA, you talk about at home, almost 5.5. Well, the ball has a tendency to travel here, and it's all about making adjustment for Chip Hale and his Diamondbacks.
I mentioned feeling some heat here, as right now the Diamondbacks had really high expectations coming out of spring training.
Yeah, and the one thing for the Diamondbacks, after talking to some of the Diamondback people, they're just not getting everything in sync. They'll get some pitching, they won't get hitting. They'll get some hitting, they won't get pitching.
A big spot here for Melvin Upton Jr. Padres at first and second, nobody out. Runners still at first and second, but now with 2 down.
I mean, how do you figure this Diamondback team
Fourth in average, first in hits, first in doubles, first in triples, fourth in home runs, but fifth most in strikeouts offensively. They've grounded into the second most double plays in the National League. Sure, they're getting their hits, but they're not timely hits. And when you have a staff that's 13th with a 4.67 ERA, well, you're giving up a lot of runs.
Line to right center field. It's going to get in for a base hit. From second base comes John Jay. He is going to score. Throw cut off. And the Padres are able to take a 1-0 lead. Melvin Upton Jr. drives it into right center field. And San Diego on top 1-0. A big 2-out RBI right there for Upton.
Clutch, 2 outs, and taking it the opposite way. That is a great blueprint for a hitter to try to take that ball on the outside part of the plate and use the whole field. And just like that, Padres are on the board. Well, first and third action with 2 outs.
So 2 down, first and third, and bring up Brett Wallace as the catcher Wellington Castillo out to talk to Robbie Ray, who almost get out of that first inning without surrendering a run. Also 3 homers, 9 RBIs on the season. Talked about been walking a lot more lately. A career high 4 walks on Sunday against the Dodgers. A couple of walks in the series against the Giants, and been more selective at the plate lately. 2 for 2 in his career against Robbie Ray as he stands in on the left side.
Hey, the Pods 16-3 when they score first.
It's a good sign.
Yeah.
First and third right now with 2 down. A run in. I'd love to add to it. And a strike on the outside corner. The center fielder Chris Owings over towards left center. Gap out there in right center. Generally, they play Wallace to pull, but here the outfield they got to play to go the other way a little bit. Two hits here in the first inning. John Jay's single to get it started. Melvin Upton Jr.'s RBI single. The 1 pitch is high at 94 miles an hour. And that's right around where Robbie Ray has been in this first inning, 94.
And I think just by that last pitch, there's a tendency of Robbie Ray to overthrow once in a while, and that could work against him big time. One is out of the zone. 2 is if he misses a heart of the zone. Pretty straight fastball from what I've seen.
Yep.
And they could turn that around very quickly.
Swing and a miss there. Wallace thought he might get the fastball, did not.
Nice breaker right there. Looked like a slider.
Next pitch will be the 25th of this first inning for Robbie Ray. It has been a taxing inning. He's been battling from the gate. Let's get out of this inning with minimal damage, just the 1 run. Padres have other ideas with the count of 1-2 here to Brett Wallace.
See what happens with Upton over at first base. Nothing.
Frame there by Castillo, but outside. Two-2 pitch. And a swing and a foul tip for strike 3. Now Melvin Upton Jr. drives in the game's first run, able to score John Jay from second base. This base hit to right center field. San Diego on top 1-0. Arizona Diamondbacks coming up when we come back to Chase Field.
order for the Diamondbacks. Gene Segura, he gets his hits. He's tied for first, 3+ hit games with 7. Second in multi-hit games with 20. Second in hits with 63. The guy gets on base, and he's from foul pole to foul pole. He's just not one-dimensional. He'll go the other way. He'll pull it. Don't throw him a slider in the zone. It'll speed up his bat because that'll spell trouble. And most hits in the National League. Don Orsillo,
63 of them.
Wow.
We had Daniel Murphy on top with 69, but Segura has been getting it done, and largely the reason that he is here, and largely the reason the Diamondbacks were excited about what the season had for them. You got Zach Greinke added to this team. You think your pitching is going to be much better?
I think Greinke's going to turn it around. The last couple of times he's been Zach Greinke-like. De La Rosa on the DL, Shelby Miller on the DL. They've got to pick up some slack in that starting 5.
Saw the numbers for Segura, hitting up over 300 at 318. 5 homers, 23 runs batted in. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. He's got some pop. 5 home runs on the year.
He's been all-star good. Playing a great second base as well.
On the ground towards short, Alexei Ramirez on the run, and in time able to get Segura. Let's check out the Arizona Diamondbacks starting 9, brought to you by Hyundai. Gene Segura just grounded out. He's their second baseman with Brandon Drury at third base. Paul Goldschmidt at first base. Ricky Weeks Jr. in left. Wellington Castillo does the catching with Yasmani Tomas in right field. Chris Owings in center. Nick Ahmed at shortstop, and Robbie Ray, the pitcher, bats out of the 9 spot. One down here in the bottom of the first inning, and it brings up Brandon Drury. Drury hitting at 302 coming into tonight's game. They're at third baseman. 7 homers and 15 runs batted in, and this is a guy the Diamondbacks people very excited about. I think he has a very promising future and off to a great start.
Yeah, they say he's the real deal. He's a grinder. He's one of those guys that you like to have on your lineup that you know what you're going to get each and every day. And there you see the numbers this season. And sure, it's going to be an adjustment for pitchers to try to find out what his kryptonite is.
He's a rookie. Second in average among rookies. Tied for second in home runs with 7 among rookies. They're at the top in a lot of categories. Also likes hitting here. Chase Field, a .351 average at home.
Now, if you're watching at home, keep an eye on the glove of Derek Norris, because that will indicate if Christian Friedrich is hitting his spots. Now, remember the last 2 times out, the walks have been up. A lot of pitches up in the zone. At times, he'll pepper that bottom part of the strike zone, but kind of inconsistent. So watch the glove of Derek Norris. If he hits his spots, there won't be a lot of moving around like that. You know, at the carnival, they got the roaming tire where you're trying to throw the football through it.
You don't want that. That's not good.
No, you don't want that. And even though he missed with that breaking ball there, that's where he wants to miss, inside with that curveball.
It's fine at the carnival, not so much here.
Yeah, you're not going to go home with a QB doll. You're going to go home with a higher ERA.
Payoff pitch to Drury. And a pop-up right side of the infield. Solarte, second baseman. A little stagger, but he'll make the catch for the second out.
Left-hander Christian Friedrich on the mound. His scouting report brought to you by our friends at Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. He's got the fastball, the cutter, the slurve, and the changeup, and he needs to command that fastball. I know it sounds like a broken record, but to be successful at this level or any level professionally, you've got to locate that pitch.
2 down here in the first inning brings up Paul Goldschmidt. This is the guy that you're so used to seeing with huge offensive numbers, and they're not there. For the most part this year, he has struggled. We talked about this before. You're not going to let him beat you, so you're not going to give him a lot to hit. Now, he does have 8 homers, 28 runs batted in, but the average only at 240, and he is in the midst of a slump. But, you see some of these guys who are in the middle of these lineups that you're not going to let beat you. After a while, seem to develop some bad habits because they get used to not having good pitches thrown to them.
Right.
So when they do, all of a sudden, now you can't hit.
And also, there are two things to explain here. When a guy is not swinging the bat well, look at that. That's when Goldschmidt is swinging the bat well, that pitch there is ending up over the pool or in the left center field patio area. And when a guy is struggling, they start swinging early. But it seems like recently Goldschmidt's been letting a couple of good pitches go by each at bat.
and then finding himself in the hole.
Yep.
Like, look at this.
2-2.
2-2. Got fastball down the middle taken and swings at a breaking ball that was probably out of the zone. Now, if I'm a pitcher, I'm not throwing him a fastball for a strike.
3-time National League All-Star. Starting at first base each of the last 2 years of the All-Star game. And this one will get by and pass Norris. Full count. Got a runner-up twice for the NL Most Valuable Player. 2 Gold Gloves, 2013 and last year, 2015 at first base. 3-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Friedrich runs it away and strikes him out. 1-2-3 go the D-backs. 1-0 Padres.
We have to continue to emphasize is this, like, we're one play away consistently from beating the best team in our division. I know you look up and you haven't won any games against them, and that's not what you're looking for, but I think we probably had 7 games where if one play flips another way, if we execute in one situation, we win a large majority of those games. I think 6 or 7 of them were 1 or 2 run games. So we're right on the cusp of winning those games, so you have to draw that as a positive. It's the only way it keeps you going in these moments.
It is on to inning number 2, and certainly a much needed off day, as Andy Green explained yesterday. And really, you take a look over the course of this year, it's amazing how many games they have been in and right there. I mean, right up till the end.
And the good teams capitalize on those moments where they come through with the big hit, or they make the big pitch, or they leave the inherited runner, or they don't make the error. Hey, I've said it all along, and I'm not telling anybody anything new. This is a zero-sum game. You win, you lose. There is no column for moral victories. And I understand what Andy's talking about. I do. I've been there. You've been there. Any level. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's either a W or an L. And how are you going to capitalize on those moments to try to swing that vote, if you will, or swing that pendulum the other way?
And Derek Norris striking out. Back-to-back Ks now for Ray. He struck out Wallace to end the first. Strikes out Norris to begin the second. And here comes Alexei Ramirez. 235, still looking for that elusive first home run in a Padres uniform. 10 home runs last year with the White Sox. 15 RBIs so far this year for Ramirez. Going to pitch in there for a strike. Long first inning for Robbie Ray. He gave up the 1 run through 26 first inning pitches.
I have a feeling. No, it's more than a feeling. But anyway, that Alexei Ramirez is going to hit his first home run as a Padre. I'm going out on a limb tonight.
Tonight. In there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Well, the conditions are right. That's for sure.
It's
right
been
here.
Too long.
Roof open, panels open out there from foul pole to foul pole. He will take the strike, and that's strike 3. Robbie Ray's starting to feel it here. Back-to-back Ks, 3 in a row now. And Alexei didn't think so. Walks away shaking his head and takes with him the 4th strikeout for Robbie Ray.
Well, one thing I've noticed already is that Robbie Ray is not afraid of throwing that pitch in the inside part of the plate. That fastball, that slider. He also throws the changeup and a curveball, but he's got a good feel for that pitch.
1-2 down here in the 2nd inning. Christian Friedrich 1 for 3 in a Padres uniform this year at the plate. To drive in 2 runs in his debut. Swing the bat a little bit. And swing and a miss on a pitch that bounced in. Fourth career year now for Friedrich. 111 average. Look out.
Look out.
Sean Jay on deck almost got a face full of baseball.
My goodness.
Pretty quick.
You think he was a little late on that pitch?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Got to turn up the dial a little bit. Start swinging right now. Now.
Didn't miss by a lot. Could have picked up that corner. But it evens at 2-2. Hardest pitch Robbie Ray is throwing, 95. A little extra there against the pitcher. And he ends up getting Friedrich. 4 strikeouts in a row for Ray. Inning and a half done. 1-0 San Diego.
Definitely easy to get along with lefties. Have a lot of them on this team and knew Pomerantz beforehand, so it was kind of easy to slip in and be welcomed by all these guys. And starting rotation's been wonderful to me. Balls and Bach, pitching coaches have helped me out a lot, and it's just been a really neat experience to go from knowing you feel like everybody over the years with one organization to brand new where you don't know anyone, but it still feels the same like home.
Christian Friedrich on the lefty fraternity and also settling into this Padres rotation. Andy Green says this is a huge opportunity for him. It's important that he runs with it. Guys?
All right, thanks very much, Julie. Yeah, an opportunity here really for him, and he's made the best of it so far. 2.89 earned run average, 3rd start for Friedrich. Padres are really in need. I mean, think about it. Cashner goes down. He's been without Tyson Ross virtually all year after his first start. And needed another starter, and here he is with that opportunity and making good.
I think he makes a good point as far as Drew Pomerantz and Christian Friedrich being together, sharing some notes, getting some confidence.
Shift on Ramirez. The shortstop, low throw, but it's dug out by Myers. Let's check out the Padres defensively, brought to you by your San Diego County Ford dealers. Left to right in the outfield, it is Melvin Upton Jr., John Jay, and Matt Kemp. Third to first, Brett Wallace, Alexei Ramirez, Jan Hermes Solarte, Will Myers, with Derek Norris doing the catching for Christian Friedrich. And with one out here in the second inning, it'll bring up Wellington Castillo. 275, 7 homers, 20 runs batted in for the Diamondbacks catcher. Friedrich has retired the first 4 that he's faced in the game. And first AB of the night for Castillo takes strike 1.
Hey, if Friedrich can continue to pepper that inside part of the plate to the righties, I think he's going to have a good night. Changeups away, breaking balls towards the back foot of the right-handed hitter. Stay out of the heart of that plate.
Outfield playing for Castillo to pull as they move the center fielder John Jay to left center. Castillo now, Tomas waiting on deck.
Big time pull on the infield, even though it's not 3 on the left side. They're playing him to swing to pull on the ground.
In the air, foul. Get out ahead of that.
Yeah, that was the breaking ball I was talking about. You throw it for a strike, that could spell trouble. This one was just enough out front to where sending it on its way out of play down the left field line.
Fouled off to the right this time. Well, for Castillo versus lefty, a .326 average against lefties, .250 against right-handers. The power numbers following suit.
And I'll bet you that those numbers, the lefties are lefties that keep the ball middle away, and he's kind of peppering it that way. Friedrich is going against the grain, I think. Look at the majority of the pitches in.
Foul down the right field line, out of play. Still 2-2 here to Castillo.
Sometimes you get away with a hanger. That was a hanger there. Hitters love hangers. Love them.
Among National League hitters, 5 home runs, tied for first against left-handed pitching. He will pop it up foul, back and out of play. Four in a row retired by Friedrich, and battling here with Wellington Castillo with a count of 2-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up here. The battle for Wellington Castillo.
Let's peek into Derek Norris. We got a little battle going on here. Love to see the cat and mouse game. Fastball away.
Castillo chases it, fouls it back. Friedrich operating at 91 miles an hour. The last 24 games, Castillo hitting at .308. Last year finished the year with 18 home runs. Led all National League catchers in home runs. The 18 round trippers acquired from the Mariners on June the 3rd of last year in a 6-player trade.
Slider down by the back foot here.
Popped up foul, back and out of play again. This lengthy at bat continues for Wellington Castillo. Next pitch will be the 10th.
I think he's got him set up for a nice changeup down and away. Breaking ball in.
And he lines it to left, and it's caught. No, it's going to get behind Upton. Came in a little indecisive. Throw to second's going to be close, but not in time. Upton kind of changed his mind out there and could not catch it. Awkwardly coming in on that ball.
You know, Don, I think that he was caught in between. Should I let it drop or go for it? But this ball maybe had some knuckle on it. That, first and foremost, that ball was smoked. It was a hanging breaking ball on the line. Now, when an outfielder gets caught in between, oh, should I play it on the short hop? Should I try to get to it? He finally comes to the realization that I could probably try to catch it. Hey, catchable ball? Yes, but I don't know the type of action that was on that ball that was smoked to Melvin Upton Jr.
So one out, Wellington Castillo at second base. Yasmani Tomas now stands in. And a swing and a miss for strike one. Yasmani Tomas, 6 homers, 18 runs driven in. 386 against left-handed pitching. Another guy who's got great numbers against lefties. Tomas defecting from Cuba in late 2014. Actually only told his family an hour before he departed. Spent 16 hours on the boat before landing in Haiti, or eventually taking residence in the Dominican Republic. 1-1 pitch is fouled off.
It's really an amazing story, isn't it?
Incredible.
Oh.
See his interview with Fox Sports and that great show that they did on players coming from Cuba. He's one of the stars. And here he is. Remember the Arizona Diamondbacks? Saw a lot of him in spring training. Tomas waiting on a 1-2 pitch. That's elevated. Friedrich has had problems with pitches up.
Last couple of starts. He's had some walks. Walks didn't hurt him, but that's one of the few pitches that he looks like it kind of got away from him a little bit.
Nibble here a little bit, and now it's a full count, 3-2. Wellington Castillo credited with a base hit. They charged Upton with an error that allowed him to get to second base. So hit and an error.
Hey, if he threw a breaking ball 2-2 to go 3-2, you might throw him a breaking ball here. Why not? You got first base open. Set up a double play.
Line foul down the right field line, out of play. Tonight's Cold Hard Facts brought to you by Clean Crisp Coors Light. Christian Friedrich's last start at Chase Field, you got to go back a few years. 2012, June 4th. 7 shutout innings through 113 pitches.
That's a gem here at this ballpark.
Yep. Payoff pitch again. And Tomas hits it on the ground to short. Ramirez looked at third but goes to first and throws out Tomas. Yeah, Wellington Castillo running in front of him, but elected to go to first base. So Castillo gets to third with now 2 down in the inning.
Yeah, I don't mind that play. First and foremost, it's not a forced play at third. It's got to be a good throw, enabling Wallace to get it and snap down the tag. Okay, now does the runner beat the ball? No, you know, the ball is in front of the runner, and that's a no-no, but it works for the Diamondbacks. Alexei's thinking, you know what, there's 2 outs. I want to get the sure out.
General rule of thumb, the ball hit to your right, you don't go.
Unless you can beat it.
He beat it. So 2 down, Castillo at third base. Chris Owings, the center fielder, standing in, and he'll take a pitch in the dirt. 21 pitches this inning for Friedrich. It was just 15 to get through the first inning at a 1-2-3 first. Now has a runner at third with 2 down. Single and an error. Allowed Castillo to get on. Takes third on a ground out to short. Now the 1-0 to Chris Owings. That's a strike. 1-1. Now to drop in there for strike 2. Those are the breaking ball that time.
Got to get those down.
A dangerous area to be living in.
Especially the curveball. Not to the likings of Owing, so he takes it and he gets the call. Friedrich does.
Steele at third base, 2 down, a 1-2 pitch to Owings. And a swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. Got away from Norris, but he will apply the tag to end the inning as the Padres able to get out of this jam is Christian Friedrich on top 1-0.
Padres lead 1-0. And it's time for your greater coverage, T-Mobile. Greater coverage of baseball. So a lot of roster moves made by the Diamondbacks today. Most notable, Shelby Miller placed on the 15-day DL. That's to a sprained index finger. And if you remember, that goes back to April 16th when he made a start at Petco and hit his index finger on the mound, grazing it, and never recovered. It's been bothering him ever since they finally placed him on the 15-day DL. Archie Miller will be making the start here on Sunday in his place.
All right, Julie, thanks very much. A lot of activity today as this one is lined down the left field line off the bat of John Jay, headed towards the corner, and Jay is headed towards second base. Ricky Weeks Jr. gets it back in, but a leadoff double for John Jay, who's 2 for 2 in the ball game tonight.
Yeah, a lot of movement, a lot of shuttles going back and forth from Reno and here in Phoenix, the Diamondbacks. So if you're in AAA, hey, be ready because that phone call might come. Archie Bradley going to toe the slab for the Diamondbacks on Sunday. And when we looked at that graphic regarding all the moves, in particular, Silvino Bracco, it's May 27th.
Yep.
This is his 3rd stint up with the Diamondbacks already.
That's a lot for this time of year.
Yep.
Well, leadoff double by John Jay to begin things here in the 3rd inning, as Will Myers will take a strike over the outside corner. The official scorer has changed his mind on that play in left field last inning on the ball hit off the bat of Wellington Castillo. Instead of a hit and an error, he has made it a 2-base error. So no hit.
Hey, like I said, very catchable ball. Should the ball have been caught? Yes, it could have been. But I don't know what the type of action was on that ball. And as an outfielder, once you commit to do one thing and then you change your mind, I tell you what, it's that could be tough on you.
Fouled off to the right, out of play. Myers fouling it off, finds himself down 0-2. Myers walked in the 1st inning.
Will Myers loves the batter's eye here at Chase Field. There it is. Good backdrop. enabling the hitters to see that ball out of the pitcher's hand.
Ground ball, base hit into right field for Myers. John Jay being waved around. Throw from right from Tomas coming plateward. It'll be not in time. Padres take a 2-0 lead. Will Myers drives in John Jay, and it's 2-0 San Diego.
When Will Myers is swinging the bat extremely well, look at that pitch. That's middle of the plate and knee high, and he just gets that big frame, that big body, those big arms swinging towards right field. Now the race is on, and John Jay, as soon as that ball was struck, he was off and running. He scores easily. Look at the head down and just throwing that head of that shillelagh the other way.
So Padres on top 2-0, and here's Matt Kemp. Strikeout victim in the first inning. 1 of 5 Ks for Robbie Ray. This one fouled off to the right, out of play. .141 games in his career against the Diamondbacks. Of course, Kemp, longtime Dodger, now with the Padres in his second season. So his career spent in the National League West. A chance to come here on a regular basis. Line to right, and that's going to get in for a base hit in front of Tomas. Myers headed for third. Throw going that way. It's cut off. Throw to first, and Kemp diving back safely. First and third now. Nobody out for San Diego. That Kemp getting a hit.
Hey, the extra base hit, the first and third action. Oh yeah, still nobody out. Will Myers going the opposite way. Matt Kemp going the opposite way. Keeping the Diamondbacks defense on edge and putting the pressure on Robbie Ray.
Looks like Mike Butcher, the pitching coach, coming out here now for Arizona, trying to calm down Robbie Ray. 3 straight hits here out of the gate for San Diego. Good start to the night offensively for the Padres. Add to it with nobody out here in the third inning right now. Cleanup hitter Jan Herbus Solarte coming up. It's Mike Butcher, the former Angels pitching coach, long time under Mike Scioscia.
Tell you what, former Angel, Mike Butcher coach, right? Well, the Padres this inning, they've been straight Diablo. They're going opposite. They've been the devil to the Diamondbacks early.
First and third, nobody out, and Solarte's second AB. Flied out to right field in the first inning, 0 for 1. Gets the arms out of the way and takes ball 1 up and in. See Ray not afraid to pitch inside. Solarte enjoying his time against the Diamondbacks. Surrounded the plate but stayed outside. 2-0. Padres get a run in the first. Then Robbie Ray struck out the side in order in the second inning. And a stretch of 4 strikeouts in a row, but stretch right now 3 hits in a row. And again coming in. Falling behind 3-0.
Hey, I say green light him if you get a fat one.
Yep. And he swings here. The pitch it was high. Tough pitch to work with. But he did have the green light though. Yeah. 3-0.
That's a little bit too anxious there. That pitch was up and out of the zone. And you know what, out of the hand, lefty pitcher, righty hitter, you know, that looks very inviting. Gets up on top of you, and next thing you know, it's up around your chin.
Fouls this off to the right. Ray battles back. Full count. Double for Jay to begin the inning. Myers single to right. Driving in Jay from second. Kemp with a single to right, sending Myers to third. Payoff pitch. And a pop-up. Back at first, backpedaling is Goldschmidt. He gives way to Segura. And Segura at fair ground makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, delivers everything you have come to expect and more. Watch every out-of-market game live in HD on over 400 supported devices. Somebody just snapped. Includes a free subscription to At-Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details.
Now 1 out, 1st and 3rd. 1 run in. Melvin Upton Jr. singled to center field in the 1st inning. Runners in scoring position at .300 average this year for the Padres.
Hey, nothing like a good snap.
So he got away briefly from Castillo, but not far enough for Myers to try it. He snapped from time to time.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Break stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Brown, former Padre pitcher, notorious for
snapper,
king of the snapper. I understand that before the season started, when Brownie was here, that he gave Brian Perlman, the clubhouse traveling secretary, a blank check. So at the end of the year, whatever he broke, he just filled it in.
Just go ahead and pay for it.
TVs, toilets, sinks.
Well, that was nice of him.
Tables.
Think ahead.
Yeah.
So when you snap, would you go back in the clubhouse and snap, or would you do it in the dugout? I mean, where was your snappage?
Nah, I did it out, not where somebody couldn't see you. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't want to. But you know, it's part of the game, man. It's pressure packed, and if you don't perform to your liking, in fact, you know, the Diamondbacks down their tunnel, they've got a big boxing bag, one of those body bags.
Upton will foul it off down the right field. I have that in Atlanta as well.
Yes.
Turner Field.
The Everlast big bags that you see boxers working on.
Saves stuff. I mean, it saves breaking other stuff.
Yeah.
Go down, punch it out.
I busted up a toilet and a sink in the Astrodome.
Nice.
With Gary Templeton's bat, and I got back then I got Polaroids of it with a bill from the Houston Astros. Yeah. And when I threw the bat and hit it, Gary Templeton came up to me after the game. He says, "Hey, Mud, that's the most stuff my bat's hit all year."
One foul back to the right out of play.
So it happens.
So you destroyed a toilet with a bat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Porcelain all over the place.
Yeah. You're lucky you didn't hurt yourself. Stuff jumping, you know, hitting you, coming off in pieces.
Well, I wore goggles like I got on now. Oh. If you're going to snap and break a toilet, wear goggles.
These glasses you have on now, very interesting.
Well,
they're actually prescription.
They're a subscription.
Yeah. Or prescription.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Bifocals. I'm getting older, dude.
Yeah. No, I know.
I know. See the game. Let's see an extra base hit right here.
Swing and a miss, and Upton strikes out. That's 6 strikeouts now for Ray.
And Ray did a nice job of staying at the bottom of the zone. Trying to work for a double play. Okay, early you work for the double play, and then with 2 strikes, you go for the strikeout. There's the breaking ball down and in. And when you look at Fox Tracks, he was peppering that bottom part of the strike zone.
So we're 2 down here in the 3rd inning. Get you a game break soon. The Dodgers and Mets playing. The Dodgers are the 19-year-old starting tonight's game. Get you caught up on that. 1st and 3rd, 2 down, a run in. Brett Wallace, strikeout victim in the 1st inning. And he'll take ball 1. Well, the reason I asked about the glasses is I know a lot of people on television who wear glasses that are not prescription, just for the look. And I thought maybe you were just going after the look.
No.
What you got going here.
No, and I understand what you're saying, because there are some, like a lot of the celebrities and NBA players, and they wear just the clear
glasses.
No, these serve a purpose. They got bifocals and for distance. So
okay, well, that's good to know, because they look terrific.
Thank you.
On you.
As far as I know.
1-1 the count.
You wear contacts?
I do. In on Wallace, biting in on him at 94, and off the fist, fouling that to the left.
Well, Brett Wallace used to coming back to the Valley of the Sun. obviously for spring training, but Arizona State Sun Devil.
Field set up straight away here on Wallace. 3 home runs on the year for Padres third baseman. Snap toward to first, almost snapped that down the right field line.
You know, Ray's got a really good left-handed move, but you know what? He shows it too early. He doesn't set it up. You know, good left-handers, they'll just give you the courtesy move.
Yep.
He shows it too early.
Remember Andy Pettit being so good at that.
Oh, yeah.
1-2 pitch. Man, that one fouled back. Wallace hanging tough here.
Remember Jimmy Key?
Sure do.
He had a darn good move. He was a Yankee too, Blue Jay Yankee.
Blue Jay.
Yep. You know what? And I've always said this, Don. If you're a left-handed pitcher, there is no excuse why you shouldn't have a good move. That is something you could practice every day.
Myers at third, Kemp at first, 2 down here in the third. And that one zipped inside at 94. Already 63 pitches through 2 2/3 innings right now for Robbie Ray. Padres doing a good job here. Some lengthy at bats. This pitch count rising for the Diamondback starter. Full count now.
He's got 8 outs so far, and he's thrown 64 pitches. Here comes the 65th pitch.
Good pitch, and that is strike 3. Dropped the breaking ball on him. Second time Wallace is down by way of decay. Now Will Myers driving in the second Padres run of the night. Jay coming from second. San Diego picks up their second run of the night. Padres on top 2-0. And 2 of these happened in that series, and Nick Ahmed, who is coming up here next for the Diamondbacks, taking it in the face, one of the 2 guys who was hit, and that one getting him around the mouth area. Unbelievable.
Here's my concern. Nobody can tell whether on purpose or one getting away. Okay, throwing that, I mean, and I think Chip Hale made a great point. When you start going up around the head and the face, that's off limits. If you're, and it happens in this game, if you're going to throw at hitters to send a message or retaliate at the belt, at the backside, at the thigh, below the knees, to send a message. Not necessarily maybe hitting them, but making them move their feet, or maybe even knocking them down by moving their feet.
Ground ball base hit back up the middle for Nick Ahmed.
And I think Chip Hale made a great point in his postgame when he said, if it is not on purpose and guys are throwing pitches like that, they don't belong here because they're going to kill somebody.
Right, you're going to hurt somebody.
I really, like a lot of fans, I cringe when I saw those. I cringe when I saw that. I have to look away.
Now, it's an interesting situation. Of course, the Pirates announcers were talking about it during the course of the game, their viewpoint on what was going on. And Tony La Russa actually ended up getting sort of involved with their broadcast and broadcasters as he was on the trip with the Diamondbacks. Sort of an interesting situation as this one bunted foul down the third baseline. Took exception with some of the things that they were saying during the broadcast, and Tony went in and talked to them about it.
Yep.
It's about taking responsibility. If you're going to speak untruths, then you're going to get challenged, and you should be responsible for what you say. I am, and I reacted. So he did. He went in and talked to him.
And here's what Greg Brown said. His exact words were, quote, "There he is as manager of the Cardinals, A's and White Sox. Always believed that you had to, well, essentially retaliate, even though Caminero wasn't trying to hit Segura." Meaning that basically a manager is going to say he's got to stick up for his players, protect his players as well, and every manager is going to do that.
Coach Tony La Russa, the chief baseball officer here for the Arizona Diamondbacks now in his current capacity.
Now, whether that's set from the manager or just taken upon the part of the pitcher himself, it can go either way. And it's more often the latter, where a pitcher's going to do it on his own. Doesn't really need a manager to really go up to a pitcher and say, hey, you know what, when he comes up, here's what I want you to do. I've seen that happen before.
I was just going to ask you that. I mean, how many managers did you have tell you that?
I saw it happen one time in spring training.
Wow.
In fact, you know what? It was when I was with the Mariners, and we trained over at Tempe Diablo Stadium, and the manager was Bill Plummer.
Okay.
And there was some history between Mariners, Brewers. And I was sitting at the end of the dugout, and he was walking down, and he kind of under his breath said to the pitcher, hey, next inning this guy's going down.
Oh boy. Bunt bid, and it's fouled off. So you've never been asked yourself during the course of your major league career to hit anything.
Nope.
But I'm sure there were times when you knew you had to.
Came inside and just kind of hit a guy, sure.
Kind of hit a guy. I like how you put that. Yeah, come inside, kind of hit
my major league debut had happened.
Oh, that's right.
Ron Oster, I got him to pop up. He's mouthing off at me in the dugout as a 20-year-old. He's just screaming and yelling. And I'm like, what's going on, dude? You know, I got you out. Just go back to the dugout and take a walk. Well, next half inning, I'm in the dugout, and Scotty Thompson and Joel Youngblood come up to me and say, hey, next time Oster comes up, just pitch him inside, brush him off the plate a little bit. So he came up the next time, and I got him in the ribs.
Kind of, sort of.
It kind of just got away from me.
Kind of got away, just slipped.
So
I like that.
Anyway.
All right. Well, 1 on, 1 out here in the inning. And the top of the order, Gene Segura grounded out shortstop first time up. Able to get down the bunt was Robbie Ray. Now bunt bid is popped up foul, backhand into the seats. Where does Segura rank among leadoff hitters?
Well, he's up there. We talked about his tools, getting on base and hitting the baseball. These are National League ranks. Hey, he's doing his job getting on base, but the rest of the Diamondbacks kind of leaving him stranded out there.
John Jay into right center field for him to go the other way here. Big gap out in left center. And a grounder by the mound towards second. Solarte will flip to second for one. On to first is going to get up and over Myers. And we'll see if this play at second base was clean or not. With Ramirez coming across the bag and whether or not he was interfered with, or Ahmed made the proper slide there. So far the Padres are not arguing, and reaching at first base is Segura. No challenge yet apparently. Although the open umpire Brian Knight is looking into the dugout. We'll see. I don't know. Under today's rules,
did he go straight for the bag?
No, he didn't.
He went for the player, right? His legs.
He went wide right in my estimation, but they're not going to challenge it.
Now, here's my question. Why do they need to challenge? Isn't the umpire watching the slide?
You'd think so.
Why do they need a challenge on that? If it's an illegal slide, the umpire should take charge and say, hey, bang, you're out, bang, you're out.
I agree. As it is, Segura reaches on the fielder's choice, 4-6 on the force out at second base. Brandon Drury, the batter, popped out to second base in the first inning. I wonder if they're loosening that rule up a little bit as the year goes on. Because to me, that looked pretty clear that he was not sliding directly into the bag at second.
And the rule states he has to slide to the bag, correct?
Right. He did not.
All right, viewers at home, does he go towards the bag or does he go for the feet and the legs of Alexei Ramirez? Well, looks like he's trying to slide and take him out.
Yep. I don't think there's any disputing that.
I agree with you.
To begin the year, that would be an instant double play. Inning over.
By the way, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Lock our door because I don't want Tony La Russa coming in.
We didn't say anything.
I know. I'm just kidding.
We just said what he said.
Well, you never know.
Well, you
never
should.
Hey, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I have tons of respect for that man.
I do too.
And he's been
Hall of Fame manager.
Been a friend through the years, and totally respect what he's done.
Swing and a miss. Yeah, it's never good when a guy comes into your booth while you're doing the game.
Yeah, just kind of poking a little fun at Tony. Hey, his record speaks for himself, man.
Yeah.
Baseball guy through and through.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Generally, when people come in during the broadcast, it's not good.
No, I will say that. Yeah. Well, I will say that it wasn't the time or place.
2-1 pitch foul back to the screen.
Do you think an executive in baseball would allow me to walk in their office during a meeting and say, hey, I've got a problem with what you said on the radio show earlier today?
Probably not. But the good thing here is that he was in Pittsburgh and their telecast was on wherever he was sitting. Our telecast is not on where he's sitting right now.
Thank goodness.
Because we're in Arizona. I think we're pretty good. Unless somebody texts. I think we're all right. 2-2 pitch is going to miss inside. Brandon Drury.
That's a tough pitch to lay off with 2 strikes. That breaking ball down and in. A couple of times Friedrich has thrown that breaking ball to go 3-2.
Fly ball center field. He'll stay in the yard. John Jay's got plenty of room out there. Big right center field, and he hauls it in to end the inning. Through 3, Padres have a 2-0 lead. All right, Mike and Steve, thanks very much. As standing in to lead it off is Derek Norris, 2 for 7 in his career against Robbie Ray. Norris, Ramirez, and Friedrich to bat here in the top half of the 4th inning. San Diego on top 2-0. Fly ball foul down the right field line, out of play.
What were you doing at 19 years old?
In college. You were in the minor leagues?
Minor leagues.
Yep. Made your big league debut at 20. That's pretty young.
It is.
I mean, what's that like for that kid today?
Nerve-wracking. Heart's pumping, obviously.
Yeah.
Legs are probably numb. But I'll tell you what, I can't speak for him personally, but you know, after that first out, that first inning, you kind of settle in a little bit. Kind of get used to it.
Guess you don't forget your surroundings, but you at least get used to the fact that you're there.
Right. Yeah. And then you get you string together 3 or 4 outs together, and it's like, okay, yeah. You get a feel for a certain pitch. Okay. Next thing you know, you're maybe in the 5th or 6th inning. But you'll learn very quickly, and we say it all the time, you don't spot that fastball, they are just going to rat-tat-tat you and turn it around. And
correct me if I'm wrong, but you can make some mistakes at the minor league level, but make some mistakes here and you're really going to pay for it.
And you know why? Because in the minor leagues, there's maybe 2 guys in that lineup that are labeled probably prospects if you're lucky.
Major league
maybe
caliber.
1 guy. So you're throwing pitches right down the middle and getting away with it, where at this level, no way.
All right, talking about teenagers since 1981. Here they are. Teenage pitchers to make their debut since 81. Some pretty big names on there. You get Saberhagen, Hernandez, Wilson Alvarez, Garces. Wow, Dwight Gooden, of course. Payoff pitch. It was fouled off to the right.
Remember David Clyde?
I do not.
Texas Rangers, #1 pick back in the 70s. I want to say like 75-ish. Right out of high school and made a first start right out of high school in the big leagues.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
How long did you spend in the minors before you made your
I was
big
up
league
and down. 81 half season, 82 minor leagues, 83 AA, 84 3 starts at Phoenix right here, and then called up in April of 1984.
Lead off walk here for Derek Norris. Second walk allowed by Robbie Ray. Begins things here in the 4th inning. And bring up Alexei Ramirez. Struck out looking in the 2nd inning. Robbie Ray's got 7 strikeouts in this game. Struck out the side in order in the 2nd inning.
Pitch count approaching 75. He's at 72 right now.
Well, the goal certainly was to get into that bullpen for the Diamondbacks. They have not been good.
He's good for up around 105, 110. If you can get a 15, 20 pitch inning right here, score another point.
Fouled back, evening the count at 1-1. Mark Grant has predicted tonight we will see Alexei Ramirez's first home run in a Padres uniform. This is try number 2. Ten of them last year with the White Sox. He's got 15 RBIs so far in the year here with the Padres. Fouls this one off the catcher, Wellington Castillo, taking the brunt of that. Plate umpire Brian Knight, with professional courtesy, going to give him a little extra time, so he'll clean off the plate.
So you want to be a catcher, eh?
No, thank you.
Right off the top of the grill.
No interest.
And how about Wellington Castillo? He wears the batting helmet with the bill forward underneath the mask rather than backwards like a lot of catchers do.
That's downstairs. 2-2. Robbie Ray coming in with a record of 2-3 individually, 4.18 earned run average. 10th start for the left-hander. A lot of pitches in this game. Looking to his second batter of the 4th inning. Pitch 77 of his outing. And a base hit through the right side. Norris will touch second and stay there as Tomas gets it back in quickly, and First two have reached here for the Padres in the fourth inning. Walk and a single.
Padres this evening with the lead have done a fine job of going the opposite way. John Jay, his second hit, a double the opposite way. Will Myers went to right field. Matt Kemp went to right field. Melvin Upton Jr. right field. Oh yeah, you know what? Alexei Ramirez goes to right field. Continuing to put on pressure to Robbie Ray and the Diamondbacks. And right now, a couple of Diamondbacks up in that snake pit down there. They call the bullpen, kind of getting loose a little bit. It's kind of loosening the arm a little bit. Doing some yoga.
Doing something. 2 on, nobody out.
Got to get this bunt down now. Down the third base line. First and second. You want to bring the third baseman in. See if the Diamondbacks put on the wheel play here.
Signs here reeled off by Brendan Vurry, the third baseman.
Well, with the wheel play, the idea is if the third baseman comes in, that shortstop is going to go over there to cover third base for the event of a force out at third base. There it is.
And the bunt fouled off. So everything happened as you said it would. But a foul for Friedrich, and now Glenn Hoffman now to talk to Friedrich. You get the impression maybe that was not what they wanted him to do.
Hey, you know what you want to do is like show bunt and then maybe pull back and swing. I mean, everybody's charging. So how about maybe a butcher, but I play right here.
Do you think it's necessary to cover your mouth like that? I mean, I'm not talking to you. I know you do, but I mean, everybody does it.
I know.
So where's it going to go? They have time to let them know in the dugout what they're going to do, and then send a sign out. Really? This one fouled off down the third baseline. Very protected.
You know when I think that started, covering the mouth?
When?
It was when Will Clark hit a home run against the Cubs in the playoffs at Wrigley. Will Clark was looking out at Greg Maddux, and he said to his catcher, first pitch fastball. And Will Clark read it, and he was all over it. He hit a home run.
Crushed it.
And I think that got out. And I think from then on, guys started covering their mouths with their glove so they couldn't lip read and relay it to a hitter.
We have more than
That's
yoga
the story.
going.
That's the story I heard.
We actually have warming now going on. Dominic Leone warming up, called up today. And a bluff off the backside, but they were in the wheel play, and the shortstop was running towards third base when the pitcher spun around.
And you know what? If you're a runner at second base and you see that,
yep,
just sprint with the shortstop.
Right.
What are the chances?
Probably beat him.
Exactly.
Yep.
And what are the chances of that shortstop catching a ball on the run and tagging you out if the ball is taken at the plate?
Two strikes on Friedrich, squaring anyway. And trying to get it down, could not, and he strikes out. So unable to get it down, and that is strikeout number 8 for Robbie Ray. Well, it's time now for a memorable moment in All-Star history, brought to you by Geico. 2001 Home Run Derby played in Seattle. Diamondbacks outfielder Luis Gonzalez managed to outslug competitors Barry Bonds, Alex Rodriguez, and Sammy Sosa to win the Home Run Derby crown. Gonzalez beat Bonds in the semifinals 5-3, then out-homered Sosa in the finals 6-2. Luis Gonzalez retired here by the Diamondbacks. John Jay's had a good night. A single and a double. Now looks at a strike. Morris walked to begin the inning. Alexei Ramirez with a single to right. Friedrich strikes out, and now John Jay down 0-1. On the ground, back to the mound. Ray will go to second for 1, on to first for 2, and Ray pitches his way out of damage. Padres can't score. Take a 2-0 lead to the bottom of the fourth.
Bat well, so Christian Friedrich, the first at bat, 2-0. Okay, now he's got to battle back. There's the one pitch that he didn't pull the trigger. Now he throws a breaking ball there. Goldschmidt's got to protect, right? Well, he saw the breaking ball before. It was a strike. That one he recognized. But look at this. Emergency swing, all upper body. Christian Friedrich taking care of Paul Goldschmidt with 6 pitches. His first at bat for the big strikeout to end that first inning.
It's on here to the bottom of the 4th inning, and it is Paul Goldschmidt to lead it off. Ricky Weeks Jr. and Wellington Castillo. 3, 4, and 5. There's a ground ball into left center field and a base hit. It's the left of Alexei Ramirez, and Paul Goldschmidt with a single to lead off this bottom of the 4th inning.
And Don, you know as well as anybody, it's only a matter of time before Paul Goldschmidt, I think, kind of gets on one of those hot streaks to where he, you know, be on the verge of winning the batting title, a home run, a triple crown. I mean, he's got the tools to do that. I mean, we've seen it in the past. So timing's everything. Just keep him in the yard. Hey, give him a single every now and then. Take your chances that way.
Too good a hitter not to. There is Ricky Weeks, 4 for 11 last 5 games at .364, a couple of home runs, making this team out of spring training and taking ball 1. Ricky Weeks grounding out to the shortstop Alexei Ramirez in the 2nd inning, 0 for 1.
Oh, Christian Friedrich not doing well in the first pitch strike category, 4 of 13. And I'll say it again. I think that's an overrated stat.
Think so?
Yeah. I think if you get one of the first 2 pitches over for a strike, you're okay. It doesn't necessarily have to be strike 1.
I'd be curious to know what the numbers are for hitters who are down 0-1. Goldschmidt at first base with nobody out here, and Weeks ahead of the count, 2-0. Make it 3-0. Everything down here.
Okay, balls in play. First pitch thrown. 0-0 count. Ball in play. You know what the average is for a hitter?
Yep.
342. You know what the average is for an 0-1 pitch in play?
Okay.
321.
Wow.
1-0 pitch in play, 337. Now you get to 1 and 2. It goes down to 164. So if you get one of the first 2 pitches over, 1-1, I think you've got a chance.
Strike on the outside corner. Weeks didn't think so. And you look at Fox Tracks and might add a point. We'll play umpire tonight, Brian Knight. Friedrich will take it, full count.
Hey, Derek Norris catching that in the webbing of his glove and framing it nicely.
Goldschmidt at first, nobody out.
Best pitch in baseball? Strike 2. Seriously?
Yeah. Based on those numbers, I agree with you.
Yeah. You throw 2, then you think a little further ahead. You throw 2 of the first 3 for strikes. You're in the driver's seat.
That is ball 4, and that is walk number 1 allowed by Friedrich. First 2 have reached here for the Diamondbacks in the 4th inning. We'll talk about Paul Goldschmidt starting back-to-back All-Star games. Question is, who's going to be on first this year in the National League?
I think it's going to be this guy, Anthony Rizzo. I think the markets, we talk about this all the time. I think the market has a lot to do with it when it comes to voting.
I would agree with you.
Popularity. Down year for Adrian Gonzalez in Los Angeles. Votto.
On the ground to third to the backhand. Wallace will run to the bag. Gets it out there. Throw to first. Not going to be in time. Myers came off the bag, and beating it out there at first base is Castillo. But the force out at third base right down the line. Wallace getting Goldschmidt for the first out of the inning. And that one went off his leg. Actually missed it. Fortunate it didn't get into left field. So under the glove and off the leg.
Well, that's the big key. Keeping it in front of him and getting that lead runner.
So 2 on, 1 out, and that'll bring up Yasmani Tomas. Grounded out to shortstop in the second inning. Against Padres, a .500 average. 7 hits so far in the season series. First visit here for the Padres of the year to take on the Diamondbacks here at Chase Field. Come back 2 more times before year's end. .63 pitches for Friedrich through 3 1/3 innings. And that is outside, 2-0. Diamondbacks left a runner on in the second, runner on in the third. They have 2 on here with 1 out in the 4th inning. Friedrich started the night with a 1-2-3 first on 15 pitches. Strike called, and again, perhaps generous. On the ground to first. Myers looked at second. No play there. Now he's got to run to first to tag that. He looked up and nobody was at second base, so he turned and ran to first. And instead of getting the double play there, they do get the 1 out. There's now 2 down in the inning, but 2 go into scoring position.
The ball was hit so sharply that it took a long time for, well, you know what? After second look, maybe he could have got that force at second place. Are they going to get a double play? No, because Friedrich wasn't breaking. So if Myers throws to second to get that force at second base, he's going to be safe at first anyway.
So second and third now, 2 down, and Chris Owings coming up. Struck out swinging in the second inning. Hendrick backs off. Now Norris headed out to talk to him. You like that old-time path between the mound and home plate?
You know, it doesn't bug me. I know Detroit has it as well, but it's. Yeah. I think I've just gotten used to it coming here.
I don't think I've been here in 6 years. I could be wrong. I think it's been that long since I've been here.
Yeah. It doesn't bother me. How about you?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
It kind of bugs me.
Yeah.
I'll get used to it.
At first, obviously, it was strange.
Yeah.
But like I said, you know, coming here to Arizona for so many years and just get used to it. So, you know what, though, for a pitcher, you get a line shot off that, a one hopper. You know,
pretty quick.
It's going to get up on you quickly.
Hey! And there you go. Off the glove. Friedrich stays with it, flips to first in time. Nice play by Friedrich to stay with that. His glove is still back behind the mound. Runs over barehanded and gets it to first in time to get Owings. Nice play. You can smile about it now. It's 2-0 Padres.
On the bench after that hot smash up the middle, we just got done talking about the path in between home plate and the pitcher's mound. Hit so hard it took his glove right off. But it's the second effort. It's almost like a defensive back, right? Missing a tackle, then hustling downfield and making the tackle on the second effort. And Alexei Ramirez, he's got the double guante working.
Yeah, nice reaction there by Friedrich. Stay with it and get that final out. Keeps it 2-0. We head into the fifth, and Will Myers leads it off. Biting in on him. Robbie Ray back on the mound here for Arizona.
See Robbie Ray taking off the dirt off his spikes with the tongue depressor. You know what he was doing wrong?
No.
Using his left hand.
Should never use your left hand.
Use your opposite hand. If you slip, you catch a cleat, maybe slice your finger open or something. Should always be a little bit more cautious and use your opposite hand if you're going to take the tongue depressor and try to clean out your cleats.
Myers has been on twice tonight, a walk and a single. So like when you snap, you got to remember which hand to snap with. I mean, you don't want to break something with your pitching hand.
I always use the bat. I would never hit.
I would never hit. You got a weapon.
Yeah,
that's good.
I would never hit anything with my hand.
Sounds like you're very destructive. Was that in the Astrodome?
No. It happened maybe twice.
But the toilet you destroyed, was that the Astrodome?
That was the Astrodome, and then once in the Kingdome.
Something about domes you didn't like. You didn't pitch well in climate-controlled atmospheres.
You're right.
No?
Yep.
Ground ball is short. Ahmed's got it. Myers retired for the first time tonight.
The one at the Kingdome, the center field camera caught me. In fact, Michael Odino, our director, he was, I think, our third base camera guy in the Kingdome.
Really?
Yeah. But it was the center field camera that caught me because the entrance into there was a big room beyond the dugout. The doorway was in the middle of the dugout. So I went right to the bat rack. I took a bat and I went out there, and it was the perfect angle. There was a chair back there, and I went a wailing on this chair. It had no chance at all. I just gave him a home run to Kevin Reimer.
Yep.
Bill Plummer took the ball from me. I was ticked. I mean, I had steam coming out of my ears. I go right to the bat rack, bam. I go right in the side of there, and I just go bam, 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 bam. And I've got it on CD somewhere.
Really? You have it?
Yeah, we've showed it before.
That's true. I'd love to see it.
And there was guys like looking through the doorway. The guys actually like moved out of the way because they thought shrapnel was going to start flying their way.
Driven in the air to center field for Kemp. Back goes Owings to the warning track at the wall. That ball is gone. Home run for Matt Kemp, the straightaway center, his 11th of the year, and the Padres take a 3-0 lead. Now Matt Kemp, his second hit of the night, and this one out of the yard to center field.
Well, do you see maybe a trend for Matt Kemp? Because tonight, after the strikeout in the first, the single in the third, the opposite way, and he stays on this pitch. Well, he goes down and gets it, and it's where that ball changes direction above the yellow line there. That's a good-looking swing for Matt Kemp.
On Hermes Solarte. Fouling it off to the right. Matt Kemp puts the Padres on top 3-0. Powering up. See where it hit, how close to this yellow line it really was.
Yep.
A foot.
You can see it change direction there.
Now a drive to deep left field for Solarte, and that is gone. Back-to-back go the Padres in the fifth inning. First Matt Kemp, and now Yangervis Solarte. Padres take a 4-0 lead. We're getting to Robbie Ray here in the fifth inning.
Hard holding back the smiles in that Padre dugout, breaking out in the desert. Yangervis Solarte. Cuidado! Piece of Mojado.
Well, the Padres, looking back over the course of the year, have not had many games in which they've been able to really take a deep breath and relax.
Give the pitcher a little bit of wiggle room, some breathing room, right?
Still only 4-0, but still
sure.
Little room here for a change. As Melvin Upton Jr. batting, takes a strike.
And once again, mistakes being crushed. You know, that's something we hadn't seen recently.
Chopped up over the mound, ranging Ahmed from shortstop, off balance throw, and a good pick by Goldschmidt. Two-time Gold Glove Award winner Goldschmidt with a nice pick at first. Nice rangy play there by Ahmed. Cutting from shortstop to throw out Upton, 2 down.
Well, I remember talking to Phil Nevin, the former Padre, now the manager of the Reno Aces, the AAA affiliate for the Diamondbacks, and he said Nick Ahmed probably one of the best shortstop that he has seen. He's a darn good one.
A run saved by the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. San Francisco on top, and then Nick Ahmed right there. 2 down in the 5th. Bases empty, and Brett Wallace the batter. We're actually 0 for 2. He struck out twice in this game. Swinging in the 1st, looking in the 3rd. Well, Matt Kemp started it, and then Solarte. They go back to back. Is my imagination, or has Jan Herbis Solarte really brought something here coming off the DL, like a spark, something to this clubhouse?
No question. No question about it. He did it when he was traded from the Yankees back in 2014. I remember his first day at Wrigley Field as a Padre. He just brought that sense of energy, excitement, almost like kids play.
Now a base hit into left field for Wallace. It was shifting on him, nobody by third base, and that's where he takes it and into left field. A 2-out single for Brett Wallace.
Well, is this on purpose, or is it a pitch that kind of jams him a little bit? That pitch is maybe middle, and I don't know, maybe it wasn't Brett Wallace's mind to just let that ball travel inside out a little bit.
Well, heading out there to make the change is Chip Hale here, as Dominic Leone, who was just called up, looks like he may be coming in here for the Diamondbacks. Pitching change in Arizona with the Padres on top 4-0. Sports San Diego presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Sycuan Casino. Sign up for the new Padres Club Card today. By Sony, the leader of 4K Ultra HD. And by Mercury Insurance. We're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com today. We welcome you back to Chase Field in Arizona, where the Padres have a 4-0 lead over the Diamondbacks with 2 down here in the 5th inning. Matt Kemp and Jan Hervis Solarte going back to back in this inning. Entered first in Brett Wallace, and Derek Norris batting here with 2 down in the 5th. And he'll take a look at strike 1. Well, this pitching change is brought to you by El Cajon Ford. Dominic Leone into the game here now for the Diamondbacks. Just called back up to the Diamondbacks. One of the many roster changes that we saw prior to the ball game today. They had a cluster of changes to their roster.
I mentioned it earlier. Bracco third time, Leone the second time up for the Diamondbacks from the minor leagues. Hey, that's getting to know the pilots and the flight attendant crew very nicely from Reno to Phoenix.
Back and forth. Red Wallace at first, and a foul to the screen.
Hitting mistakes. We talked about that, where the Padres have to start capitalizing on this. On the left, Matt Kemp on contact right down the middle. Maybe a ball's width out from the middle of the plate, and then Yangervis Solarte getting extended from the right side.
Now Norris to deep left field. Weeks going back at the wall, and that is gone. 2-run home run for Derek Norris, and the Padres take a 6-0 lead. Third home run of the inning for San Diego. Norris's 5th home run of the year. And what an inning for San Diego, and the Padres have scored 4 times here in the 5th. Lead it 6-0.
Oh, do I love the 2-run shot. Leone. Looked like he tried to throw maybe a cutter or something, but that's on the sweet spot, yo. You can hear that one. All the way up here, a 1-2 pitch. Had him in the hole, couldn't put him away.
Again.
Matt Kemp's like,
Well, Alexei Ramirez trying to keep it going now. Now 0-1. Reaches out, lines it down the left field line. That will fall fair. Over to play it is Weeks, as heading for second base is Ramirez. Throw goes there, but he will get there standing. With a 2-out double, and the hits keep coming for the Padres. Second hit of the night for Alexei.
hey, this is exactly what we talked about prior to the game start. Chip Hale, the bullpen, the middle guys in the bullpen. It's been just a disaster. Who's going to step up and take ownership of trying to hold the opposition or bridge that gap to Clippard, Hudson, and Ziegler? And if the Diamondbacks are losing, he's not going to use those guys. He's going to save them for when they're ahead.
Now Friedrich, the pitcher, drives this into center field on the ground. Ramirez coming around from second. The throw is going to be close, and Alexei is out. Trying to get around the tag of Wellington Castillo, but the tag got him. And that ends the inning. But the Padres, they power up. Matt Kemp gets it started. Then Yangervis Solarte. And before innings end, Derek Norris. 3 home runs in the inning, a 6-0 Padres lead. The fifth inning back here at Chase Field in Arizona. Time now for the San Diego fans of the game.
Yeah, Padre faithful travel well over to the Valley of the Sun, taking in some big league ball games here at Chase Field. Always nice to see him cheering on the troops.
And Solarte, one of the 3 home runs. Matt Kemp and Derek Norris. And the first pitch strike here to Nick Ahmed. A single to center field in the 3rd inning. Christian Friedrich back on the mound has got himself a 6-0 lead.
Quick inning right here for Friedrich.
Curveball slipped out of his hand away. Looks like a pinch hitter has come out on deck in the pitcher's spot, Peter O'Brien. 1-1. And that is wrapped foul over by the on deck circle. And Friedrich in search of his first win in a Padres uniform. Coming into tonight's action 0-1. 2.89 earned run average into his 3rd start. Strike 3 call. Good pitch. Froze him right on the corner. And that is strikeout number 4 for Friedrich.
Be aggressive. Put him away early. When you got 2 strikes, yeah, either the fastball or the hammer. Great location down and in. Frozen pizza right on the inside corner.
Peter O'Brien pitch hitting here in the 9 spot for the pitcher, Dominic Leone. Leone will be charged with a run of his own. Starter Robbie Ray touched for 5 of the 6 runs that the Padres have in the game.
You know how much fun it is to pitch with a 6-run lead?
Makes a difference, I would imagine.
Oh. I'm not saying you take it easy, you lighten up. No, that's not the case. But you can be aggressive in the zone. Hey, if you give up a hit here, a hit there,
it's not the end of the world.
No.
How much of a difference does it make to be in the 5th inning and realize you need to go 5 to be eligible to get a win when you have a 6-0 lead? Does it change anything in your mind?
No, I think it's something that pitchers, I mean, maybe in the back of their mind they know that, you know, once they get 5 in with the lead, it's a good thing. But I'm not thinking, if you're thinking that, oh, I got to go 5, I got to go 5.
I got to get through this.
Yeah,
no,
you
it doesn't
can't,
happen.
You can't think that. Just let it happen. You're in the zone.
Second baseman.
You're making good quality pitches. Don't even think about that. That's something you can't worry about.
Now back-to-back K is all good so far here for Friedrich in the 5th. Gene Segura coming up 0 for 2 so far tonight for the Diamondbacks second baseman. He's grounded to short, reached on a fielder's choice.
And for coaches and managers, with an audition like this or an opportunity for Friedrich, you like it when a team has to have tough decisions come time when guys come off the DL and stuff, right?
Fly ball to right. Kemp moving over towards the line and now back to make the catch. It ends the inning. Friedrich has a nice 1-2-3 5th. It's 6-0 San Diego at the end of 5. Of the 6th inning. And Chip Hale making a change here. He's going to bring on his 3rd arm of the game after pinch hitting for his pitcher. It's like Colementor coming in. Josh Colementor is called up today. One of the many changes. Pitching change brought to you by El Cajon Ford.
Well, Josh Colementor could be one of those guys who's a swing guy out of the bullpen. We've seen him start many times for the Diamondbacks. And with this game, still plenty of baseball left, but for a reliever like this, he's got to maybe treat it as a start. Maybe give him 2 or 3 innings and try to hold the opposition.
Dominic Leone left after a 3rd of an inning. Gave up 3 hits and a run. No walks, no strikeouts. The starter, Robbie Ray, on the hook, gave up 5 of the 6 runs that the Padres have in this game. Top of the order, John Jay. Leads it off and lifts a fly ball to shallow left center. Chris Owings, the center fielder, makes the catch for the first out of the 6th inning. And we check in with Julie.
Hey guys, well, it was 25 years ago today that this play happened, straight out of a movie. A 26-year-old Chip Hale sends this ball flying into right field, and there goes Rodney McRae right through the fence. Chip Hale, what he remembers about it, he said he was running the bases. He was very concerned for McRae's well-being, and then remembered, oh wait, I gotta run the bases and get as far as I can. He ended up getting a triple.
That video was, I know there was no such thing as viral then, but it was everywhere. That was incredible.
It was like on the network evening news.
Yes.
I remember seeing that. That was at Portland's Civic Stadium.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. In fact, Padres had their AAA team up there for a few years back in the day. Big ballpark to right field.
You played there?
Short porch, yes, in the PCL. Portland Beavers. They were the AAA farm team of the Philadelphia Phillies back in the day. And here it is again. It's worth it. Oh my goodness.
Old time wooden fence out there, and you can see where it's just holding on barely. Wow. We got a triple out of that. I didn't know that. That was also new information for me. I didn't know we got a triple.
I never knew that was Chip Hale.
No, I didn't either. There's another thing I didn't know.
Because that was always the focus was on McRae.
Yeah. On the outside corner, full count now to Myers.
Now, thank goodness that fence had some move to it and give and broke the way it did. I mean, my goodness, if that was
imagine it splintered,
or if it was like a wall.
Ball 4, and Myers down to first base. 2nd walk of the night for Will Myers. 3rd time that he has been on base. Well, last time Padres hit 3 home runs in an inning. Going to go back to 2008. It was against the Rockies. Kevin Kuzmanov, Jody Garrett, and Brian Giles combined back in 2008. So it has been a while.
Gosh, 8 years already?
Yeah.
Where did the years go?
By pretty quickly. 1 out, 1 on. Matt Kemp.
Like sand through the hourglass. So are the days of our lives. That's a soap opera, by the way.
I know. There's some I just choose to let go.
That's okay.
Well, I knew the reference.
That's okay.
But there was nothing I could really add.
That's quite all right.
2-0 to Kemp. And he's taking for a strike. It looked like it was a little bit low.
Yeah, Josh Colementor is not a hard thrower, but he's got that straight over the top delivery coming out right at the top of the hat. Kind of bends over towards the first base line. And the old Iron Mike. Remember you go to the hitting cages? And they have that iron arm that goes right over the top, and it's got the spring on it. Yep. Remember? That's called the old Iron Mike. And that's the type of delivery that Colementor has.
He is right over the top.
Yeah.
Came off the DL, right shoulder inflammation prior to tonight's game.
We got a game break coming up. Red Sox, Blue Jays from Rogers Center. Those Red Sox making some noise in New England. They got the clubbers. Clubbers are clubbing.
3-1 pitch is into center field and a base hit for Kemp. Myers will round second and hold there as Matt Kemp picks up his 3rd hit of the night.
That ball off the bat sounded like a cue ball off a tile floor. This ball is spanked.
Second baseman.
Like a little cutter. Crisp, clean, firm ground ball to the center fielder.
Well, the tail of the tape on the home runs, the 3 that came in that inning. Kemp had 433 feet. Solarte's was 421 feet. And Norris tailed the tape 414. They combined for 1,268 feet worth of home runs.
I like it.
You like that?
Yeah.
The Giants are losing 3-1. Rockies have the lead there in the 8th in Colorado.
Well, that game's far from over. Being in Colorado.
Yep. Giants have won, what, 12 of the last 13 games. Just swept the Padres. Solarte's 421-foot home run.
From the right side. You know, we always talk about left-handed hitters liking the ball down and switch hitters from the right side liking the ball up. I'm not saying that for everybody, but it seems to be that's one of the trends you see. I'll tell you what, Jan Hervis really got on top of that high pitch.
Would you say he is more powerful from the right side than the left side? Or does it make a difference with Jan Hervis?
You know what? He's had more home runs, obviously more at-bats from the left side. But I haven't seen the power like this recently since he's been a Padre from the right side.
High fly ball to deep right field, down towards the pole.
Yeah.
It is back, and it is gone. Jan Hervis Solarte, a 3-run home run, his 2nd home run of the night. And the Padres open it up and lead it 9-0. Welcome back, Jan Hervis Solarte.
Changeup. Went out, got it. The 1-1. Another Cuidado. Piece of Mojado.
The only question was fair or foul down that right field line, and now Upton into right center field with a ringing single. And right now the Padres feeling it at the plate. Diamondbacks pitching has not been a mystery tonight. So Upton with a single gets his 2nd hit of the night. Both singles, both to center.
Well, here's the Cuidado kid, Eduardo Ortega and Carlos Hernandez. Cuidado, Eddie. I love those guys. Every time I see Eduardo. Marcos, how are you feeling?
He's killing me in the training room. He has been wearing me out. He is, that man's in good shape. Eduardo?
You mean as far as like at the hotel gym?
Yes, at the hotel gym.
What's
Eduardo, every morning he's on the elliptical.
Right.
And he is a tremendous, he's in tremendous shape right now. He's lost like 34 pounds in the last, since the offseason, he said, and he is working out hard.
Yeah.
And he's throwing this thing in now where he's punching while he's running.
Really?
And it's like he's going to be the heavyweight champion of the world, I think.
Yeah. His new nickname should be Flacco. Skinny Eduardo.
Yes. I'll tell you what, too. He went with me to Mexico City. We did the exhibition game down there. He's a rock star.
Oh, yes, he is.
He is huge.
Yeah. Rightfully so. He's the man.
Absolutely.
We're lucky to have him.
Brett Wallace will take a pitch inside, and it's 3-1 now to Wallace.
And of course, Carlos Hernandez, an integral part of that 1998 team that went to the World Series with Mark Sweeney and Kevin Brown, and we can go on. Wally Joyner, Ken Caminetti, Steve Finley. Carlos putting down the signs and working with that pitching staff back then.
Outfield straight away here for the Diamondbacks as Coleman's are out there right now. Now in the pen, Delgado warming right-hander for Arizona. Up high, ball 4, and a walk allowed here to Brett Wallace. Second walk allowed by Colementor. Well, tonight's game is presented by Sony, the leader, 4K Ultra HD. Derek Norris coming up here for the Padres. He's sending Wellington Castillo out there to talk to Colementor to give more time for Delgado to get ready, apparently.
Yeah, and you know what? You keep the foot on the accelerator right here. You don't. There's no letting up. I've seen leads here diminish very quickly.
A lot of baseball left here too. Top of the 6th inning.
Yep.
Norris part of the home run parade tonight for San Diego. His 2-run shot in the 5th.
You know what else stinks, Don, as far as for the condition now that the Diamondbacks are in? Playing defense in a game like this. You're out there for a long time.
Yep.
5th inning, 4 runs. This inning, 3 runs so far, and still only 1 out. Get back on your heels a little bit.
2-0.
Start checking out your gloves, looking at the stands, seeing if your passes are here.
Pulling at your lip.
Yeah. Did I leave the iron on?
Fouled back by Norris, jumping on that 2-0 pitch. 2-1. Norris, the 7th member of the Padres to bat here in the top of the 6th inning. 9-0 San Diego lead. 4 home runs tonight for the Padres. They continue to bat here in the 6th inning. Ground ball foul. Evens the count at 2-2. Kemp, a 3-hit night, including 1 of the home runs. Down and in. So a full count here. Runners at 1st and 2nd. Still 1 out in the inning. Cesar Vargas will start the middle game of the 3-game series. Fouled off to the right. Everybody in the starting 9 for the Padres has at least 1 hit in the ball game tonight. And you got Matt Kemp leading the way with 3. And San Diego out hitting the Diamondbacks tonight 15-2.
Hey, it's a good pick the stick night for all of us when everybody gets into the act.
Yep. To center field. Owings going back, and over his head. It'll one-hop the wall. Melvin Upton Jr. is coming around. He will score, and the Padres make it an even 10-0. Derek Norris on his 2nd hit drives in another run. Chip Hale headed to the mound, and this was a hot shot line to center quickly over the head of Owings. So another pitching change here now for the Diamondbacks with the Padres on top 10-0.
Arizona, 10-0 Padres. Baseball Night in America returns tomorrow with the battle between the Dodgers and the Mets. It's all tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific, only on Fox, or watch it live on Fox Sports Go.
8th member of the Padres to bat in the inning is Alexei Ramirez, who takes a pitch down low. 10-0. Padres have the lead here. Continuing to bat, runners at second and third. It's already been a 4-run 6th inning. The pitcher is Randall Delgado. 4th arm used by Chip Hale in the ball game tonight.
Boy, everybody that's been recalled for the Diamondbacks has just been
They've not done well.
Shaky.
Yeah.
Who's going to take charge for this Diamondback middle relief corps? And believe me, with all the apps these days, MLB.com, great app, you got to have it. There are guys in AAA watching this game and knowing what's going on. And I guarantee you.
To left field. In comes Weeks, and he'll make the catch. Remaining at third base is Brett Wallace, and that's the second out of the inning.
There's talk in those clubhouses.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, are you next? Hey, did you see what Cole Mentor did? Hey, did you see Leon? They're talking about it in Reno.
And Cole Mentor responsible for the runners at second and third. Wallace at third. Norris at second. So he is looking on here, wondering what his fate will be. Christian Friedrich, the Padres pitcher, batting for the 4th time tonight. Single to center field his last time up.
How about Jan with the samurai hairdo?
Yeah. Chopped up over the mound. Segura on the backhand plants and throws and gets Friedrich and ends the inning. Well, the Padres have 4 home runs. The second home run of the night for Yangervis Solarte. It's a 3-run shot, and the Padres now have a 10-0 lead. All right, Mike, thanks very much. Play along to the bottom of the 6th inning here. A long time for Christian Friedrich to get back on the hill, but he is there. After the Padres had 4 more in the top half of this inning. And Friedrich has himself a 10-0 lead. The center fielder for the Padres, Travis Jankowski, has taken over for John Jay in center. As the pitch will miss outside. 10 runs, 16 hits.
Wow.
Now, the most hits, Padres have had 19 hits. That was back on April the 9th against Colorado. But well on their way right now. 16 on the night. Fly ball hit well the other way. Kemp hit it over towards the warning track to make the catch in the corner for the first out here at the bottom of the 6th inning.
Well, Christian Friedrich getting that start. We talked about opportunities for the left-hander. Well, making Paul Goldschmidt look sick up there. And once again, getting ahead and then put him away. And then using a little defense, hockey suit. Second effort, they get him. He's been really burying pitches inside to the righties. The breaking ball's down and in, the fastball burying inside. He's got a lot of room to work with. That's right, folks. 10-0 San Diego here in the bottom of the 6th.
One out of the 6th inning pinch hitter here, as Phil Goslin is pinch hitting for Paul Goldschmidt. With 1 out of the 6th inning, and the Diamondbacks down 10-0. There's Travis Jankowski now in center field. John Jay getting the rest of the night off. Chop softly towards third. Wallace will have that one get by him. Kind of changed direction. And he went sliding onto the grass. So Goslin aboard at first base.
Did you see that ball check up to the left?
Yeah.
And
looked like it hit something and just took off.
Brett Wallace committed to that high chopper. This ball well out of the reach of Brett Wallace.
So an infield hit for Goslin. Pinch hit at that with 1 out, 1 on. And Ricky Weeks Jr. coming up. Goslin held on by Myers at first base. Third plate appearance of the night for Weeks. He is grounded out to short and walked. One thing it appears Friedrich has done tonight, when he has missed, it has primarily been down.
Yeah, and out of the zone and not over the heart of the plate. We talk about pitchers being wild in the strike zone. Not the case tonight for Christian.
Fly ball center field. Jankowski going back shy of the track to make the catch for the second out of the inning. It's time now for the Cholula flamethrower.
No, let's check it out. Left-hander Christian Friedrich on the hill for San Diego. 91.
It's hot enough.
I like that. Nicely.
Mild hot sauce.
I like it. I like it a lot.
2 down, runner
Easy,
first.
easy on the boiler.
Yes. Why are you looking at me when you're saying boiler? Pitch in there for a strike to Wellington Castillo. I'm glad you don't travel the pointer, by the way.
Yeah. You're not a fan of the pointer?
No.
Really? Why is that?
I don't like it.
Why is that?
Because you point stuff out. Man, I don't like what you point out.
Well, folks, I tell you what. You should have seen this guy out by the pool yesterday.
It was a good day.
Yeah.
Great off day. Oh, there's the. I didn't think you traveled it.
Ty? Boiler.
It was was on full display at the pool yesterday for everyone to see.
And once again, if you missed it, Ty. Boiler.
Oh, I gotta destroy that pointer. I didn't realize you had it.
You were sweating bullets out by the pool yesterday.
You know what? It's hot in the desert, as it turns out.
Think?
Yeah, a little warm. Shot left side. Ramirez and a nice pick on the half hop. Throw across in time to end the inning. We have played 6 tonight from the desert in Arizona. It's 10-0 Padres. The Harris game summary, and the Padres have powered up in this game. Matt Kemp homering. Got it started, then Yangervis Solarte homering as they went back-to-back in the 5th. Derek Norris, who did a 2-run home run, his 5th of the year. And then Yangervis Solarte had one more in him. A 3-run home run this time. That came in the 6th inning. And the Padres enjoying a 10-0 lead. 4 home runs, 2 for Solarte, and a well-pitched ball game. 6 shutout innings tonight from Friedrich.
Everything's clicking tonight for San Diego. The pitching, Padre hitters hitting some mistakes, working some counts too, fouling off some pitches.
Travis Jankowski batting for the first time. He'll go the other way to left field for a base hit. So he joins the hit parade now. 17 hits for San Diego.
Travis Jankowski not going to waste any time to maybe get into the hole against Delgado, because Delgado's got a live arm. He's got some good stuff. First pitch fastball taken it the opposite way. Nice to see Freddie aboard. Loved it when Travis first got called up to the big leagues and had his family here and had a nice interview with his mom. Of course, very proud, but told about the story when he was a kid. He just started calling him Freddie.
I wonder what that was about, because every time you see him, you yell Freddie.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe you were confused because I knew he was Travis Jankowski. Yeah. I don't understand why you were yelling Freddie at him. Now I know.
Yeah. Love that kid.
Will Myers batting, down on the count 0-1.
I think his mom said he just looked like a Freddie. Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong, but I remember we talked to his mom and his family. And as a kid, you get stamped with a nickname.
That's it.
It's all over. Did you have one growing up as a kid?
I really didn't.
No?
No. Kids call me things.
Right.
Porcilio, Armadillo.
Dan.
Get that? No, I get that as an adult. Hey, new right side. As Phil Goslin had pinch hit for Goldschmidt, he goes in at second base. Chris Herman takes over at first base now for the Diamondbacks. Gene Segura coming out of the game for Arizona. So the score being what it is, both managers taking advantage here and giving some guys some time off. There's a liner foul out ahead was Will Myers.
I'll tell you what, the Diamondbacks really like Herman. Chris Herman. You can pretty much plug him in a lot of different places. That's one of the values that he has.
Cool.
Catcher, first base, right field, center field.
Myers with a swing and a miss, strikes out, heads towards the dugout with the first out here of the 7th inning. Eduardo Delgado came into the game last inning. Still in there, getting the first out here of the 7th. One down, one on, and a pitch outside. Matt Kemp, 3 hits in the game tonight, a single, a home run, and another single. He scored 2 runs. The home run for Kemp is 11th of the year. Padres out hitting the Diamondbacks 17-3.
There you go.
Strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Kemp now, Solarte waiting on deck with 1 down here in the 7th. Kemp waiting on a 1-2 pitch.
See if he tries to go out of the zone here, make him chase. See, everything's down.
And he did on a pitch, down again. Back-to-back Ks now for Delgado. It's time down for the Bill Howe plays of the game. On Hermes Solarte. Couple of home runs, 1 to left and 1 to right. Both sides of the plate tonight. Recent players did home run for both sides of the plate for the Padres. Solarte tonight. Chase Headley, 2 different occasions. Yasmani Grandal and Bill Bradley. Solarte tonight, 2 for 4. And those home runs you saw. It's also fly to right, popped out to second base. It's outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Top half of the 7th inning leadoff single for Jankowski. A back-to-back strikeouts for Delgado of Myers and Kemp. Tap foul, 1-2.
Did you see how Jan Hervis just kind of felt for that pitch? He came out of his shoes. I was being sarcastic. His shoes nearly came untied on that swing. It's going Barry Bonds with the. With his hands?
I saw that.
Did you see that?
Yeah. You had 2 home runs in the game, and all of a sudden you're Barry Bonds.
Yeah. Very reminiscent of Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
He set up with his hands.
Well, if you're thinking about 3 home runs, Padres with 3 home runs in a single game. Our own Steve Finley couple of different times. Ken Caminiti, Brett Boone, Phil Nevin, Nate Colbert. One-two pitch. Popped up. From short comes Ahmed. He'll make the catch. It ends the inning. 7th inning stretch tonight from Arizona. It's been all San Diego on top 10-0. Diamondbacks. It's time now for In the Driver's Seat, brought to you by Kia. And Christian Friedrich has been very good in this ball game tonight. 6 innings, 3 hits, no runs. He's walked a batter and struck out 5. A very good job tonight.
Yeah, it's nice to see a Padre in that driver's seat. It's been a while since we've seen that, but you know, he's in a groove right now, and he's got to have the same intensity as if it's 0-0. He's got 10 runs to work with. That's right, 10 runs, 17 hits for San Diego. First night in the desert, nice way to set the tone of this 3-game series.
Padres have some defensive changes in this inning, getting some more guys some time off. Matt Kemp coming out of the game now for San Diego as Yasmani Tomas leads it off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tomas 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice in the game. And he takes strike 1 over that outside corner. So you now have Amarista now in right field for Matt Kemp. Moving from third to first, Brett Wallace, and into the game. The third is Adam Rosales. Strike on the outside corner. 0-2. Tomas, Owings, and Ahmed. 6, 7, and 8 for the Diamondbacks here in the 7th inning.
You know what I like here at Chase Field?
What's that?
In the outfield, they have both lineups posted at all times.
I like that.
I do too. And they also have the defense when the Padres are on defense like they are now. They have the defense up on the big screen. There's the lineup for the Diamondbacks. So with all the changes, you can just go along with that. And then on the big screen out in center field, they have the defensive alignment for the team playing defense. There you go.
I like the board here. Very big.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I like having the lineup. They have one in right center and one in left center. One-two pitch. And Tomas hits it high and deep to left. Upton is back there with room, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the 7th inning. We'll send it down to Julie.
Hey guys, well, one of the things that Christian Friedrich shared with me the other day while we were in San Francisco is that he said he feels like he's kind of still in college, because in college you have more days in between starts. He's had on average 7 days in between his starts, now his third. So, because if you factor in those 2 off days that we had. So, Mark Grant, question for you, how helpful is it to have those extra days in between starts when you're first making your debut with a different club?
Well, it's good, but you have to mentally be prepared and throw on the side to get sharp and stay sharp in your bullpen sessions. If there's extra time, you take it upon yourself as a pitcher to get ready mentally and physically. So good question, though, Julie. Thank you very much.
Could you be too strong coming back?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Some guys will throw twice in between starts if there's a day off. It may be a rain delay, whatever, or a rain out, whatever the case may be. And you know what? You get in tune with your body, too. I mean, these guys have been around. They've been playing professional baseball for a long time, so they know what they can and can't do to be ready to go and answer the gun, answer the bell.
Saw Luis Perdomo warming in the pen.
Yes.
Expos.
I love that. Going old school. You know, I hope they get a team back.
I would love to see him get a team back. I like going there.
Loved it.
They've been having exhibition games there at the end of spring training each of the last 3 years. The Blue Jays have been going there to play games and been selling those out on a regular basis. I think the biggest problem is they need another stadium. Olympic Stadium is not good in the end.
No, it wasn't. They need a quaint little intimate stadium there. Maybe about, what, 35, 40,000?
To short, Ramirez. Low throw, but it's dug out by Wallace. Well, Friedrich not only doing it offensively, but defensively in this game.
Gets him by a half step. And now, you know, the ball took the glove off the hand. If he throws that ball, or if he throws that glove at the ball purposely, that's a 3-base error. And Alexei Ramirez comes off the field with Dos Guantes.
He's also got himself a base hit in this game, pitching a shutout through 6 2/3 innings. And then a pitch outside for ball 1 to Nick Ahmed. Down the third baseline, but foul. I heard a rumor earlier today, I don't know if it's true or not, that I may have the opportunity to work with Bob Brenly tomorrow.
Oh, how excited are you?
So fired up for that.
I'll bet you are.
Because you won't be here. I guess you'll be back, though. I think it's only for an inning.
Yeah.
But I was excited about it. There he is, the former manager.
Yeah.
Of the world champion Diamondbacks.
Love that guy. One of my best friends in the game.
Yeah, I didn't know that he caught you your first major league game.
Yep. He was great. What a great teammate.
2-1 fouled off to the right.
From Coshocton, Ohio, Bob Brenly.
Bet you he doesn't have a pointer. You can take you and your pointer and go to Arizona.
So I'll be with Steve Berthiaume?
Yes. With your pointer. And I'll be with Bob Brenly.
I'm going to break out the pointer. That's great.
2 down here in the 7th. Grounder foul. This is my favorite part of the show. Hey, can you do anything with the broadcast that you want to do, or no? What?
Well, Donald, this copyright telecast is presented by authority of the San Diego Padres. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, I guess you can't, really.
Can't do it.
Not without the express written consent.
Right.
2-2 to Ahmed. Fly ball right center. Jankowski calling and catching out number 3. Played 7 from the desert in Arizona. Padres on top 10-0. here at Chase Field, and some Padres fans enjoying themselves here tonight with the Padres on top 10-0. And coming up to lead it off is Melvin Upton Jr. against a new Diamondbacks pitcher. A fifth arm of the night used by Chip Hale. Savino Bracco into the game now for Arizona.
Well, the splits, very different splits. Righties 316, lefties 147. His 19th game, and this is at actually numbers at Reno. So kind of tough to pitch in Reno. Ball kind of has a tendency to fly there as well. High elevation. The biggest little city in the world, Reno.
Never been.
Dude, you've got some exploring to do.
I guess I do. You've listed like 4 places, and I've never been to any. Never been to Portland. Never been to Reno. I don't get out much. Pitch is a strike over the outside corner. Michael Bourne now in center field for the Diamondbacks. Chris Owings' night is over.
Firm fastball from Bracco. A little slider to go along with that.
This is sent out towards right center field. Tomas on the run will get there. Shy of the warning track as Upton retired. First out of the 8th. I'll bring up Brett Wallace.
First baseman Brett Wallace.
Of all the relievers we've seen in this game, Randall Delgado doing the best job for the Diamondbacks. Went an inning and 2/3, gave up a hit, struck out 2, but quieted the Padres offense. Starter Robbie Ray charged with 5. Dominic Leone 1. And Josh Colmater 4 of his own. So tough night tonight for the Diamondbacks pitching staff. And a great night for the Padres offense. Hessler warming in the pen right now. Saw Perdomo up last inning, but he now has a jacket on. Wallace tonight has struck out twice, singled to left, and last time up walked. Padres with 17 hits and 10 runs. Hitting the Diamondbacks 17-3.
Well, you know the publication Baseball America.
Sure do.
You know they always rank everybody in the minor leagues and then according to organizations. Well, a good sign for Savino Bracco. He was voted by Baseball America 2016 as the Diamondbacks pitcher with the best control. So that's a good sign. It's just a matter of like that pitch there, right? Good quality pitch outside corner. Now there's a difference between control in the zone or on the corners. According to the Diamondbacks and Baseball America, this kid's got some pretty good control.
Can he translate it at the major league level? Shifting on the right side are the Diamondbacks here on Brett Wallace. And Wallace strikes out looking. Second out here of the 8th. One froze him, ended up being a pretty good pitch.
In honor of Memorial Day weekend, Fox Sports Supports is proud to team up with emerging vets and players dedicated to ensuring our nation's warriors can be as productive off the field as they were on it by joining combat veterans with former athletes to form a common bond over dedication and teamwork. Visit foxsportssupports.com to learn more. And as this Memorial Day weekend approaches, let's not forget what it's all about. The people who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms. That's something we actually should remember every day, but especially this weekend.
2 down here in the 8th. Well said. As Derek Norris will take a pitch up high. We'll start this weekend here in Arizona, and on Monday and Tuesday we'll be in Seattle as part of this 3-city tour for the Padres, starting in San Francisco.
Have you been to Seattle?
Yes, I have.
Have you?
Many times. Yeah, I've been there. Used to be twice a year. It's only once a year now, but get there a lot. I like Safeco Field.
Love Seattle.
Very nice. Nice city.
Hey, you know what? The legacy and the The love for Tony Gwynn continues, and that's something we probably are going to see for the rest of our lives, are people donning the Padre jersey. We've seen two tonight so far with the number 19 on the retro Padre jersey. As I mentioned, Padre fans travel well over here to Phoenix to root their Padres.
Norris ahead here, 3-0. And he takes ball 4, a 2-out walk. Second time he has walked in the game tonight. Fourth time that he's been on base. First walk allowed by Blanco in the game.
There's another one.
Shortstop, Alexei Ramirez.
Two down, Norris at first, and Alexei Ramirez coming up. Single and a double on his resume tonight. Driven towards left center field. On the move is Weeks, and he'll make the catch and ends the inning. Padres retired in the top of the 8th, but enjoy a 10-0 lead. Fox Sports San Diego presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Tough Turtle Turf, the industry's only lifetime turf. By Petco, your complete pet store. And by your San Diego County Lexus dealers. Back in Phoenix, Arizona, where the Padres and Christian Friedrich have a 10-0 lead. Friedrich done after 7 shutout innings, 104 pitches in this game. And now into the game for the Padres comes Keith Hessler, new batter entirely, in fact, as Hector Sanchez also now doing the catch. He goes out to talk with him.
Well, the last time Hessler was out there, we recall he was in San Francisco, a couple innings, and got roughed around. 5 runs, all earned, a couple of walks, gave up a home run. And in a game like this, yeah, pitching coaches and managers talk about to get him back out there to where we've got a huge lead and maybe work on some things, as putting down the signs will now be Hector Sanchez. And nothing better here for Hessler than to have a quick 1-2-3 inning to get that feel back after getting roughed up a little bit in San Francisco.
First plate appearance of the night for Michael Bourne, who took over in center field. Fly ball foul off to the left out of play. He's made 4 starts and hit safely in all of those starts. He'd been designated for assignment by the Atlanta Braves April 2nd. Signed to a minor league contract with Toronto, then released by Toronto April 22nd. Diamondbacks picking him up and bringing him up after playing some games in Double-A Mobile, Alabama. 7 games. And he will strike out looking. So Hessler gets him for the first out here in the 8th.
A good sign there. Made short work of Michael Bourne.
First baseman.
It's worth another look. Lefty on lefty, right on the outside corner. Nice frame job by Hector Sanchez.
One down for Chris Herman. Herman took over at first base. Paul Goldschmidt getting the rest of the night off after the Padres broke it open. .297 average for Herman. 5 homers, 19 runs batted in. Soft liner just out of the reach. And at second base of Solarte, and that's into right field. A base hit for Herman with 1 out here in the 8th. Good bid by Jan Hervis, but just out of his reach.
Third baseman, Brandon Brewery.
Well, Chris Herman will get some starts against tough right-handers. He plays all over. We talked about that earlier. Nice left-handed swing there.
One out, one on. Brandon Drury, the batter. Driven to deep left field for Drury. Upton looking up, and that is gone. 2-run home run for Drury. First runs of the night for the Diamondbacks.
It looked like a changeup down and in because off the gun it was like 81 miles an hour. So maybe a changeup. Leaked down and in. Drury dropping the head on that one. He definitely wanted that one down and away. So a big time mistake right there by Hessler.
Now Phil Goslin singled his first time up, pinch hit in the 6th inning. His second at bat here in the 8th. Sharply hit, step to his left. Alexi Ramirez has got it. 2 down in the 8th. I remind you to join us tomorrow. A little later start tomorrow. Join us at 6:30. Zach Greinke getting the start. It'll be his 11th of the year. 5-3. 4.59 earned run average. Against Cesar Vargas. 7th start. Still looking for his first major league win. And again, we'll get it started 6:30 with Padres Live. 2 down in the 8th, and it brings up Ricky Weeks Jr. He was grounded to short, walked, and flied out to center field.
You know how these games, your scorecard can get a little messy.
Yep.
Which is good when it's on the Padres side.
Yep.
But we talked about it earlier. And what's great is, you know, we talk about that MLB.com app. Well, I'll be quite honest with you. There are some times when I kind of lose track of some things. And with all the pitching changes, I mean, it gives you the box score, it gives you the pitcher's line. Up-to-date stats, so it's really a useful source if you're a baseball fan and you want to keep up with your pitchers or your averages of your hitters. It's a really cool app.
It updates everything as it goes. I know you refer to it quite a bit, I notice. 3-1 pitch. Shift on and caught in the air. Solarte wasn't entirely sure. Took a look at the umpire, but he did catch it. That is the end of the inning. 2-run home run for Brandon Drury, but it's 10-2 Padres. It's been a fun night in Arizona. The Padres on top 10-2 as we head to the 9th inning. 10 runs, 17 hits bagged out tonight by San Diego. Padres have left 10 men on base. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Diamondbacks. They've left 5. And we go to the top of the 9th inning. Victor Sanchez leading it off. .267 so far, combined numbers for the White Sox and the Padres so far this year for Sanchez. Bracco back on the mound again. Silvino Bracco walked Derek Norris with 2 outs in the 8th, but then got Alexei Ramirez to fly out to left. Pretty event-free 8th inning, so back out for the 9th. 2-0 pitch. Sanchez popping it up. Foul off third. Drury going as far as he can, but he won't have a play. Fouled off again. 2-2. Bracco working at 94 miles an hour. As part of the double switch, Sanchez batting out of the 9 spot. Christian Friedrich ended up with a base hit tonight. It's 1 for 4 at the plate. Fly ball to shallow right. Out goes Goslin, the second baseman, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the 9th inning. Let's review our keys to the game, brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
All right, well, my first key was, hey, chase Ray early, 4 2/3, 9 hits, 5 runs. Judges?
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry, I messed up the bell.
That's all right. And don't let Goldschmidt beat you. 1 for 2 with a single. Judges? Oh, nice. I feel pretty good about myself tonight.
Does that happen before? That bell ringing?
I think that's new.
I didn't know.
We had to pay a little extra to get that.
I messed up the first one. I didn't know it was coming, but I was okay the second time. I let it run.
That's all right.
I'm learning the show as I go. Travis Jankowski with 1 out.
I love the sound effects.
It's awesome.
Big fan. See? Or I like the one of the game show when it goes. It's got the horns.
Yeah. I like the buzzer. I think the buzzer is cool.
Yeah.
This was fouled off to the left. In fact, I think every time you make a wrong prediction, they should have that buzzer.
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I'll take the good with the bad.
All right. Did I tell you how much I'm looking forward to seeing Bob Brenly tomorrow?
I think you did.
Yeah, 1 out.
I'm going to talk to him before he comes over.
Oh,
here.
no. There's a strike, 2-2.
There he is.
There he is. He doesn't have a pointer.
One of the best in the business.
That's a winner. Doesn't have a pointer.
You're so excited.
2-2 pitch. Lined into center field, and Jankowski is 2 for 2. He came in to pinch hit in the 7th, single to left. Now he's got a 1 out, single to center. His top spot in the order has been very good. John Jay had 2 hits before he left, so 4 hits out of the leadoff spot tonight for Padres hitters. And for the first time tonight, we'll see Adam Rosales Taking over defensively at third base.
Why don't you go ask Bob Brenly about that replay?
Don't pout. It's okay.
I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Come on. You know me by now.
Just because I like the buzzer. Love the buzzer. Rosales batting in the 2 spot where Will Myers was tonight. Myers had gotten on 3 times, 2 walks and a single while Will was out there.
You know, even games like this, as a pitcher, you got to go out there and pitch like it's 0-0. You got to have the same intensity. You can't let the game get away from you. You've got an ERA to worry about. You've got an opponent's batting average to try to lower.
Fly ball right field. Tomas makes the catch for the second out of the top of the 9th inning. The top 3 hitters in the Padres order tonight, 7 for 15. Scoring 5 runs. The guys at the top doing the damage. Alexi Amarista batting for the first time in the game tonight. Took over in right field defensively, giving Matt Kemp the remainder of the night off. I'm trying to think back. I have not done all the games, but seen all the games, and I'm trying to think of another night where the Padres had this much room to enjoy the ball game and to get up like this 10-0 as they were.
I'd have to look back in my book, but you're right.
I don't remember another one.
It's always nice. Obviously, you like to have a lot of them, but it's always nice to have a laugher once in a while.
I know he scored a lot of runs in 2 games in Colorado. I think 29 runs after not scoring at all at home in that first series against the Dodgers.
Yep.
On a strike here to Amarista. Jankowski at first, 2 down in the inning. And that's a strike over the outside corner.
Cesar Vargas getting ready, scouting these Diamondbacks. He'll be on the hill tomorrow night.
One-two pitch. Elevated. Friedrich started the game tonight for the Padres. 7 shutout innings. 3 hits, a walk, 5 Ks. Best outing of the year for him, no doubt. In line for his first victory in a Padres uniform. And his first major league win since July 13th of 2012. There's a pop-up. Back goes Goslin to the outfield lawn to reel it in and to end the top of the 9th. We hit to the bottom of the 9th. Padres on top 10-2.
All right, well, let's see what you got.
All right.
Who is the best golfer in the clubhouse?
I think Thornton's pretty good. Yeah. Shields claims he's good.
So humble, so none of you guys.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah, I'm not up there.
Well, that was a sneak peek of tonight's Best of Padres POV, presented by Sequan Casino, coming up after Padres Live on Fox Sports San Diego. Well, new pitcher Luis Perdomo into the game now for the Padres.
Well, like Keith Hessler had an inning to work with. He gave up 2 runs. Now Luis Perdomo trying to seal the deal here in game 1 of the series. Boy, the Padres, if they ever needed the bats to bust out, tonight's a good night. So hopefully Luis Perdomo can have a quick inning here as Christian Bethancourt will go out and play left field.
How about that? Left field action for Bethancourt.
Well, remember, he took fly balls and grounders back at Petco in right field prior to the game.
And they decided to scratch that idea after that happened. But here he is in left field for the bottom of the 9th. Wellington Castillo will take a pitch downstairs from Luis Perdomo. And tonight, Padres with 10 runs. Yangervis Solarte with 2 home runs in the game. 4 RBIs. For Solarte, his second 2-home run game. First last year, August 3rd against Milwaukee. The 4 RBIs he has in the game ties a career high as well. He's done that 4 times previously. So a big night tonight for Yangervis. There's a strike. 2-1 now to Castillo. Fouled off at the plate. 2-2.
How about Mike Pomerantz tonight picking Yangervis Solarte and pick the stick?
Turned out to be a great pick. Looks like he's got a victory. Wow. 14 pick the stick points tonight for Mike Pomerantz.
Who did you have?
That's a good question. Brett Wallace. I totally forgot.
All right.
So Brett, he had a hit and a walk.
You're even.
So I mean 0.
Yeah, even usually means 0.
Oh, that's not
Bob
good.
Brownlee will describe it to you tomorrow night. Anyway, I
can't wait.
I had Derek Norris. I had a pretty good night after the strikeout in the second. A walk, 2-run shot, double RBI, and a walk.
So what is that? Total points?
I don't know.
Swing and a miss, and Perdomo strikes out Castillo for the first out of the 9th inning. Well, time now for the Carl's Jr. star of the game, and a well-pitched ball game tonight by Christian Friedrich.
Oh, he had it working done. You know, the first thing I noticed about Friedrich tonight, not afraid to bury the pitches inside to the right-handed hitters. That time he got Goldschmidt with a fastball up and away, but breaking balls down and in, avoiding the sweet spot, and a little defense his way as well. Knocking it down in the second effort, getting them. There's that fastball down and in for the strike. Going up and out of the zone by design. That's a good night in the big leagues for Christian Friedrich.
One down here in the 9th, and it brings up Tomas. He'll chop one foul outside of third. Tomas 0 for 3 in the game. He's grounded to short, grounded out to first, and flied out to left. I think he went. He did. Home plate umpire Brian Knight agreed. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good pitch.
Wow.
Nasty down and away, and that's back-to-back Ks for Perdomo. 2 down.
That was an explosive slider by Luis Perdomo. Watch him get on top of this pitch, the rotation. This ball breaks straight down.
This last time we saw Luis Perdomo, 5 innings.
That's right.
A 17-inning affair at Petco Park. 2 down. And Jake Lamb pinch hitting in the pitcher's spot here. It's part of the double switch. Lamb into the game now, 2 down. And he will take a pitch inside and low. Mostly low. Yeah, you call it one way and then you look at the Fox tracks and see where it really ended up. Swing and a miss. You think you know what you're doing until you take a look at the Fox tracks, and then it clears everything up.
And that's pretty accurate.
It is very accurate, which I am not. Two outs, bases empty. And a pitch outside, framed there by Hector Sanchez.
See, I watched the game, the pitch on the monitor. You watch live. See?
I watch live.
And then if the ball's put in play, then I direct my attention out to watch the fielders, the way they're reacting.
I actually kind of do both. And I'll tell you why. Because when there's a guy on base, I can't see him running if I'm looking only at the monitor.
That makes sense.
So I have to know when the guy first is running. So
perfect sense.
That's why I'm there. But I go back and forth. This is driven to deep right field. And Amaristo will watch that lead. Above the pool area in right field and then into it. Jake Lamb with a pinch hit home run. And it's now 10-3 Padres. Second home run of the night for the Diamondbacks.
Well, just a straight fastball right down the middle. Jake Lamb's looking for it. No doubter.
Look out. Pitch inside, and that got him. So Ahmed, who has just been hit in the face recently in Pittsburgh. Now this one up and in.
Well, you can see Hector Sanchez trying to calm down Luis. I mean, that one got away. You know, Perdomo doesn't have the best control, and you know, he just gave up a home run and maybe trying to overthrow a little bit, and it just obviously it doesn't look good, right, when you hit a guy like that in a situation like this. But this is just one that just gets away. In fact, was that a breaking ball?
It looked like a breaking ball. Did not look like a fastball.
After second look, it definitely looked like a breaking ball. But clearly Hector Sanchez trying to be the counselor, you know, pitching coach, to go out there and try to calm him down.
Bouncing in, 2-0. Michael Bourne batting here for the second time. Struck out looking in the 8th inning. That was against Hessler. Now facing Perdomo. Wrap foul, 2-1. Perdomo started well in this inning, striking out Wellington Castillo. Yasmani Tomas. Pinch hit home run by Jake Lamb. And he hits Ahmed. Now it is 2-1 to Michael Bourne. 2 outs in the 9th. Strike call. 2-2. Bourne didn't think so. Perdomo trying to finish it off here in the 9th inning. Bourne with a swing and a miss, and he strikes out to end the ball game. So the Diamondbacks get a run in the 9th, but the Padres hold on to win this one 10-3, and they take the first game of the series. We send it to Mike Pomerantz.